PlayStation tournaments are on PS5, featuring the biggest games, more players, and more ways to win. Get ready to compete on a global stage with new and exciting daily tournaments, all at the press of a button. So whether you're a seasoned competitor or just starting, come for the challenge and leave with glory and incredible prizes. It's time to join the competition. Sign up now on PS5.
PlayStation.
Yo, what's good, party people? Welcome to the Smash Ultimate part of this beautiful tournament. Thanks for sticking around. We are back here at Hessen Crash, the 15th anniversary. And I'm joined by the one and only
Zesto.
There you go.
And welcome to you, Mr.
Schwarzgills, exactly. Well, it said something else there, and I also am missing a Z, and seeing that right now, production. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll be showing you a little bit of Smash Ultimate action tonight. We have a little bit of a smaller bracket for sure, but nonetheless, the quality of the matches will be high. We have the #1 in Germany, Tarek, in our bracket, and of course, Yusuf is going to be here as well, and some other beautiful names that we'll see later.
It's very surprising since this is a small bracket, but nonetheless, the skill of the players here is insanely high. With top-tier matches, like you can't get any bigger players here than someone like Tarek and Yusuf. So they will be insane, and maybe we'll see some upsets because the next set we're going to see, the first one of Top 8 today, is Tarek versus Sam Absol, another very known player with a really good Terry.
Yeah, this Sam Absol guy, not a slouch whatsoever. You know, he can definitely wreak some havoc with that Terry. We'll see how he does against Germany's #1, though. Has recently, not even a week ago, torn up Finland's bracket at Lancelot's Roundtable Rumble, with only dropping a single game in the grand finals against Finland's #1 Lancelot. Before that, he hasn't dropped a single game. Only 3-0s up until that point, which is absolutely insane. And now he's here at Hessen Crash to prove himself once again, and so far, again, hasn't lost a single game.
And he's not even just here for Smash. This man is signed up for every single bracket on this weekend. We have, I don't know how many tournaments, and he's played in every single one so far, and he's going to play in every single one tomorrow.
I didn't even know, actually.
He is insane, and he's good.
What,
he plays
Street Fighter, everything?
Everything. He plays Terry in every game when he can play Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was still on the Tarek train. Yeah.
I was like, I was so surprised. Wait, Sam Absol was in Finland?
No.
Beat the hell out of
man, I was talking about Germany's #1, man.
I was talking about the upset we're going to see.
Yeah,
now.
oh yeah, true. I saw him play Street Fighter, and of course he's playing Terry. I mean, what do you expect? You know, did you see this man? He's in a Terry cosplay and everything, you know? All right, let's get into this one. First one. This is, by the way, top 8 already. Winner semis here between Tarek and Sam Absol.
And the game starting, we're going to see some action. Both players are solo mains, basically. We know that there are characters they could play, but we're not going to see them probably.
Nah.
Tarek's Ninja and Sam Absol's Terry. And in the beginning, it starts well for some Abzo, really, really well. 100% lead already.
Gets some good damage. Oh, gets the rising tackle in as well. Actually takes the stock off the top. Very nicely done here by some Abzo. Already kind of setting the tone of this set right now. You know, he might be Germany's #1, but I have a Terry that absolutely destroys people. And such is the case right now. Terry actually really styling right now. I don't know, like, matchup-wise, is that a bad matchup for Greninja here? Or?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's a bad matchup, but you have to get into the game at first, because Terry is rather special, and I don't know how much Tarek has trained against Terry recently, because you see right there, that edge guard was perfect, exactly precise where he wanted Terry to be. He landed so he could get those back airs, and if we're gonna see this continue, then the game will turn around really quickly.
Yeah.
But Sam Absol, in the hands of this player, he can really show what Terry can do and how good he can get those kills.
For sure.
Almost hit another back air for the kill right there.
Oh no, that's a miss though on that rising tackle, and now Tarek has the advantage here, trying to keep it going. Once again a miss on that rising tackle, trying to predict maybe that DI on the power dunk, right? So that you can fall out, so you can get caught. If you DI that like that, you get caught by that rising tackle, but again he misses, and the sweet spot of the upstage. Man, that just has to hurt, man. That's so unfortunate,
I think that is insane smash DI by Tarek. Maybe
might be actually,
players doing it that well to get out of this combo. It's usually known as a true combo. Jab, jab, charged uppy.
And you can see the guy leaning in. If you look at Tarek, I mean, we can see him across the room right here. If he goes into that mode, like if he goes SDI, he leans and it really goes onto town on that controller, man.
He has to, and I don't want to imagine how many controllers he wears through that by time. And now there we see it raw.
Nice.
The charged uppy for the kill. He does not need a jab, jab that you can ask the eye out of. So now he has to get a few more percents to get Tarek into kill percents and maybe steal the first game.
All right, it's definitely going to be kind of a hard hill to climb here, though, for some Absol. Tarek has definitely worked out a little bit of a lead here. And now has definitely the advantage, and still no goal here yet for some Absol. Stuck on the platform and gets caught by that up smash. And before the goal can do anything, that stock is taken care of, and Tarek goes into the lead 1-0.
Exactly. He baited him so well into that down tilt, because Greninja usually is so predictable in which moves he wants to hit to set up for the kill. And right there, perfectly spaced down tilt to get him on the platform where he missed a tech. Even if he had teched, Tarek would have probably hit the up smash.
Yeah, especially if you teched in place, but even if you like roll to the sides, I don't think Terry's tech roll is one of the best in the game, so probably would have caught at least the side hit, which would still have kept advantage there for Tarek. And that's all what he does, you know. He gets you off stage and he lets you stay there, and even if you're just on stage getting juggled by this guy, man, it's so hard to escape that Ninja Frog when he has you in his grasp, you know.
I've seen Tarek play a few sets before this tournament, a few friendlies, and he was bullying the other players so hard.
Yeah, not very friendly in friendlies, this guy. That's for sure.
He is not. If we can prove that he's insane, he will. And this advantage is the beginning. He wanted to do something big with that side B to destroy it so much. He does not need it. If he continues advantage like that,
man.
Perfect catch on the get up.
Beautiful. So I like the whiff punishes there on those power dunks as well. A notoriously very hard to punish move in this particular game of Smash Ultimate. In other games, maybe not so much, but in this game, it has a very low end lag here, especially if you get it going in the air and land it perfectly on that platform. But now Tarek still keeps the advantage going back to the back air off that down air. Off stage goes for the Schnell stage, barely misses it, but still has the advantage. Rising tackle will not quite it enough, and Tarek will get the tech on this side as well to keep his stock alive and go into the 2-stock lead.
He wants to end him so hard. There were a few attempts to really destroy him with much with side Bs. The reads on his back air. Tarek is showing his knowledge of the game. The first stock we saw in the first game, there was really no indication of what we're going to see right there, because he is working on this 3-stock.
Definitely working on it right now, getting some good damage now on that Tarek as well. But that's a nice rising tackle, catching Tarek a little bit too over-aggressive.
Holding down on that move makes you be invulnerable for most of the move, so he was able to just go through the hitbox of Tarek's back air and kill him for that. Tarek has to be prepared for that, and surprising hits of some Absol are possible like this. But
at this point he can't afford it, you know. He has such a huge lead. And now can oh, a nice little call out there on the shield drop as well with that forward slash. Holds it just a bit longer, you know, just a little bit of charge. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. We're back. Yeah, just a little bit of charge, you know.
Yes.
And so that absolutely thinks, okay, maybe the move's not directly coming up. Maybe he still holds that charge, drops the shield, and then the hitbox is there with that water shuriken.
Man, always this tiny window when you do a move that could be punishable, and you think, okay, the enemy will try to punish it, but I know I can shield it. Then you only tap shield for 1 second and drop it again. Tarek knew that he couldn't punish it, but some also wanted to do something. So perfect read again and again. And the next opening, back on the first stage.
All right, let's go. Yeah, Hollow Bastion here once again. And of course, set point for Tarek here in this third game. Once again, threatening to close this one out very, very quickly with a 3-0 here. Let's see if some Absol can do something against Germany's number one here. So far, it's definitely looking kind of hard because off stage is where Tarek shines. Look at those back airs coming through. The resources already spent from some Absol. The traction is not going to do enough. Power Dunk is going to come through. Actually, the rising tackle. He makes it back. He lost a lot of percent for that, but still, Tarek couldn't quite finish the stock, and now Go Meter is here for Tarek, for Terry rather.
And 95% on Tarek is definitely big kill percents for Terry with Go.
Oh
but
my God!
Still no kill. Can he recover from this position? He can. Back on stage, and another chance to get Tarek, but Tarek still dominates the stage, gets a grab because he knows now you're gonna think I'm not gonna shoot, but
man, I gotta say, I'm really impressed by how Absol is keeping the stock alive right now. But now with the forward throw, it's gonna be hard. Nice snipe with the water shuriken coming through there from Tarek.
There, the weight of Terry doesn't matter if you get hit that far off stage. And now Terry has finally lost his Go Meter, so Tarek is a little bit safer. There's still enough kill confirms that Terry can do, but not those huge hitboxes that can catch you off guard so hard.
Especially with those normal confirms, which are few and far between. You know, you might be used to Street Fighter and Tekken, where those are the norm, but here in Smash, this is way harder to come by. So in this regard, Terry definitely a little bit of a privileged character, but you have to land those hits in the first place, and Tarek has been an incredible game, not giving Absol those openings.
Using the way that Ninja is extremely nimble. Good tech!
Oh, those techs, man! What?
Oh, how many techs were those? Both players surviving and...
Oh my lord, 3 techs from Tarek off stage just to get power dunked on stage. In the end, loses his stock there, but still working out quite a bit of damage here on some Absol. Getting that dash tech there as well, straight confirm into that forward air to get the stock off the side. Now still holding that lead, of course, but what an insane interaction there from those two off stage.
Those were so many scramble situations in such a short time at such high percents. You're barely able to see what exactly was happening, and
down S.
Now we have a full stock lead though again for Tarek. He does not let go of him, and we have a edge guard situation again.
Double jump burned.
And that should be it.
Should be. He goes, he has to go below. Yeah, no double jump on this Terry means that should be curtains. The dicing tackle will not do enough. Actually goes for the down of a little bit of disrespect. And with all said and done, that set is over. 3-0 for Tarek here to move on to winners finals.
That was impressive. I was so surprised to see so many things happening there. Situations where some Absol was playing insane, and the last game, I did not know who would die. I was thinking that both players were dead way before they happened.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I had no idea what would happen.
Man, that was super fun.
It was intense. It was a 3-0, and it was pretty dominating by Tarek.
And especially if both, either of these players would have missed like one of those techs there off stage in those second stocks right there in the third game, that would have been curtains for either of those stocks, right? But they both kept those techs, man. The back airs from Tarek, tagged by some Absol, the crack shoots from some Absol, tagged by Tarek. Beautiful stuff. Good reactions from these two players, and keeping their cool in a situation like that off stage while your stock could be lost in a nanosecond. Incredible stuff.
It could have gone anywhere in that situation. So it was even more impressive that none of that happened. Yeah. No tech was missed in all those situations with that many hitboxes. I could not remember which hits, could not see which hit all hit, because side beats of both players, down beats of both players, counters.
Crack shoot.
Yeah, crack shoot. We've seen a Greninja counter.
And I think a back air in there somewhere as well. So yeah,
everything.
Lots and lots of multi-hit moves as well, which are really hard to tag.
Yes.
So really good stuff to these players. But we're going to move on to the next winner semis, which is going to be Youssef versus Nebel.
Nebel is a player around Mainz.
Oh.
Yeah, he's played a lot in the weekly tournament Bunker Bros.
All right.
He's recently played in the Bunker Bros League, where he was in the top players to, be in the weekly. Also TO'd by Sinju.
Ah,
the man who
there's a
is-
connection there.
Yeah. Maybe he smuggled him into here, into this top 8.
Some sort of nepotism going on. But yeah, so far doing actually really well in this bracket. Had a tough one against Loop there against the Rob, playing the Koran himself. And then a quick 3-0 over Marv, the Kazuya player, to get into this position to play against Yusuf, who, of course, no slouch either. I actually forgot, like, he's on a German PR, but what place is he right now?
Wasn't
Do
he
you know?
second spot in the last one?
Is he second?
I thought in the last one he was
Damn.
second.
All right.
Which is-
Actually, I didn't look this up, which is a bad preparation on my part, I will freely admit, you know. But
I mean,
but we'll just go
I'm not gonna
with
tell you I'm
second. You know,
100% sure.
even if that isn't the case, certainly feels like it sometimes. This guy can just steal stocks out of nowhere, man.
And I am not sure which character he will play, because when I told you about the Bunker Bros League final, where Nebel attended, Yusuf was there as well, and Yusuf won that final tournament. And he has already, I think he met with Nebel, and there we see it. It's not gonna be Mario.
Wait.
It is Samus.
Is that a recent acquisition there from Yusuf, or is that like has it been in the works for a long time?
It's been here and there. It's not the first time that he's played Samus, and it's not like just 2 months ago that he first picked her. There's been quite some time where Yusuf has played around with other characters. He's also often playing Luigi.
Oh, really?
And it's...
I mean, that makes more sense to me, you know, as a Mario Mania, Luigi is not like too far off.
It's his brother, but in my opinion, it's very far off.
No, they play very differently, but I mean, you know, the leap isn't as far, you know, because Luigi still has to like brawl and stuff, you know, against those combos, but Samus is definitely just a zoner, you know, wants to keep you away, and maybe that's the thought here as well, against that huge sword here from the core, and maybe the range is something that Yusuf wants to work with, but man, Nebel is doing an amazing job so far with that back attack in the first stock right here.
I'm really surprised that Nebel was able to get that first up because he's playing really well so far, juggling perfectly, and Samus is not that easy to counter like that. But the one hit after the other, what is Yusuf doing right now? Pretty greedy options, and just running into with that forward air.
I really feel like that Yusuf maybe playing. Ah, man, that hurts. I saw it in the player cam there as well. Definitely was a little bit of a not satisfying moment then, of course. I think Yusuf's playing a very aggressive Samus for sure. Look at him going off stage there as well. The up is going to come through, but it's not going to take anything there. Yusuf staying cool and collected with that tether to the ledge. But the back air once again from Nebel, sealing the second stocker from Yusuf, still holding down on that lead.
As he said, he's playing a pretty aggressive Samus, something that character is not usually known for. But we're not going to see him let up, and now he's a little bit more charged because he has gotten the advantage and almost gets the kill with the nair, just barely misses, but with a grab back off stage for Nebel, and Yusuf is trying to get this kill.
Beautiful. Gets the Slayer there as well to just push Nebel further outwards. The uppy will still connect there. Has a little hitbox there.
Oh my god!
And that's a spike coming through from Nebel. That's an SD, but certainly worth it. What a trade from Nebel there. The Koran suicide kill coming through 1-0. For the fog.
I saw Yusuf's face just now. He was just as impressed as I was to see that down there, because that is a suicide kill every single time.
You're not coming back from that.
You cannot recover, so you have to hit this. The stock advantage for Nebel has made it possible, but you are still throwing away a huge lead if you miss it. He knew he would hit it and got the kill and got the first game right there against Yusuf, the possibly second best player in Germany.
I was about to say, we talked about, you know, we were glazing Yusuf there a little bit before we started into the set, and now Nebel just coming along, you know, the fog from yesteryear with the Koran and just getting Yusuf out of that first game. Let's see if he can get some composure back in the second one. I didn't pay attention what character he picked, but he's going back to the main.
Exactly. That's the comfort that your main offers is just so insane. We see a lot in the different gameplays, not just because of the characters, but in knowing how to approach situations. When you're playing the character you play the most, it just enables so much more skill expression for you, because even if you're extremely good with other characters, the experience your main offers is worth so much. So I assume that this advantage we're seeing right now will continue.
Well, maybe. I mean, Nebel had a good shot there with that RP, getting that hit on Yusuf to maybe get rid of that aggression coming through from the Mario right here. But look at those landing back airs there. And get the snipe with the fireball. That beautiful stuff from Yusuf off stage. Once taking the lead here in this second game of the set. Of course, you have to work around this range way more than you have with the Samus, right? But Yusuf, of course, is used to that. Has been playing that Mario for a long, long time. So knows his way around swords. But man, Nebel knows how to juggle a little bit of a plumber right there.
And we got an even game again. Yusuf again getting the hit and the small Mario combo. Trying to end it right there. But he still continues the combo even though he doesn't get the kill even now. But 99%, we just had an even game. Now it might be the end of Nebel's stock if Yusuf can close it out.
Doesn't hold down this time around. I believe you have to be scared of that cape as well, reversing your general direction. So Nebel can't use it every single time, you know, otherwise that will be countered at some point, I believe, there from Yusuf. I'm not quite sure if that range works out, but maybe we'll see it later in this set. So far, though, Nebel still doing quite well, getting some good damage here on Yusuf as well. Let's see if they can finish the stock before Yusuf can finish theirs.
Nebel is always... Oh, good up smash to counter the laggy option. Nebel is always, when he gets into advantage, he does it really well. He juggles him or keeps him off stage or at the ledge. And then he chooses some greedy option and suddenly it's all turned around and Yusuf gets a big advantage. Every time he doesn't use one of those greedy options, Nebel plays really well.
Yeah, I think as long as you can keep that juggle going, you're really in a good position against somebody as stubby as that Mario, right? What a backward hitbox off that forward smash as well, by the way. The pin is going to come through and take this off the side there from the Mario. That was way stronger than I expected.
Yeah, he knew exactly that Yusuf was going to go on the platform there, and that's the only option, except for a back air, which would have been slower and probably wouldn't have hit. So the only option that could have gotten the kill, and he did it perfectly. Yep. But we're going to see a Mario combo.
Oh, wait.
Somehow, Nebel falls out of it.
Interrupted there as well with the up air coming through to re-establish that turnaround here from Nebel. But those landing backers have really been a problem for Nebel. Releasing that shield a little bit too early, and the Dasher coming through, the invincibility running out just in time.
And we're going to hear a bit of cheering for Nebel.
Yeah, I like it. You know, the locals coming around here to cheer for their boy, but man, it's a hard job for sure. Flood here, almost on board here for Yusuf. That could be another roadblock in the way back to stage here for Nebel. Getting back thrown now in your favorite game. Flood is on deck, but there's a stun gun coming through here.
The opportunity to get back on stage for Nebel.
Oh, okay, man, that clash, it just enabled Yusuf to get that second backer right there. Beautiful stuff from Yusuf, equaling out the scoreline 1-1. But man, still closer than I expected, man.
For sure, I really thought there would be more of a wash.
Yeah.
Because the Samus was dominating for Nebel, and we saw the difference in experience between the Samus and Mario, but Nebel didn't let it be Yusuf's game. Exactly. He made that extremely close and could have gotten the set right there. Just got some random situations where he didn't pick the wrong option, and got killed for it. If he can fix those small problems, that can look very different.
Maybe we need another down air spike off stage, you know? Maybe that's the secret sauce right there to defeat those top tier players.
He did not have a stock lead in this game, so that wouldn't have been detrimental for Nebel himself.
It's mental damage, man. Even if you lose the game off that, it's like for the next game. You still have 2 games to work with here.
I'm going to promise you it's not
the
going to work.
long game.
It's not going to work for Yusuf, I'm going to promise you. I know how this man thinks about that. He's going to be like, what the fuck did you do? Bro, why? Why?
Yeah.
Don't let me win like that.
And then he's going to be tilted for his opponent, and then it's going to all turn around. You know, that's how it works, of course. Well, Mario combo's working out quite well for Yusuf as well. Of course, bread and butter coming through here. We talked about how comfortable he is on that character, and it shows. He lands every single one of those combos, except this one, which would have potentially get that kill. But still working on quite some damage. Nice grounded spike of the forward coming through the sour spot to send Nebel further outwards. And now with the dash hit, just barely misses that up smash. Now Nebel with the second lease on life.
I honestly don't remember how Yusuf just got 81%. I thought that was all his game so far, but Nebel can, if he can recover, can still turn this around. How did that fireball even beat that up hitbox? I don't know. That's the kill though.
Like Corrin deals some serious damage, especially with those pins, man. Like these deal easily like 20, 23 or something.
Yes.
So you really have to be careful not to get caught in any of those strings, especially the early forward air strings as well. I mean, you tried that a few times now with the charging on that chainsaw sword right there, but it's never really worked because Yusef just very patient on that ledge, waiting out the animation, seeing what's happening, going for the dash up attack. But I mean, there it is. It works sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, it was not the trap, the gimmick that Yusef was very prepared for. Now was a surprise F smash, and with the side B is the kill. That's his most consistent kill just right now, because it is a really good option, but it is punishable if you know what's coming.
Well, Yusef so far has been gotten caught quite a bit by that. So maybe something to be aware of here for Germany's number 2. But man, that is beautiful stuff. Man, that forward smash on the 2-frame timing is just a thing of beauty.
It's hard to hit, but it gets the reward because that is insane knockback on their sweet spot, and angling it down makes you be able to hit on the ledge, and that is now more than a full stock lead on Yusef. Juggling Nebel to the death, and is that the kill? No.
But wait, there's more. Another down throw potential. No, goes for the back throw instead. Sending Nebel off stage here on that Corrin. Getting another snipe in with that fireball. Not quite getting the 2-frame on the dash attack though. Still keeping Nebel alive here. But for how long is the question? Going for the jump off the ledge. Getting caught by a backer once again. Then was reverse shenanigans. And there's the trade. And that's going to seal it. Yusef is going to go into the lead 2-1.
Proving that was that just a fluke the last game, the last 2 games?
Maybe it's the Samus, man. Maybe it's the Samus. But that Mario is looking good. Like, I'm going to say, May looking as solid as ever. The Samus wasn't it, I will say. You know, with some incredible plays here from Nebel as well. Don't want to take anything away from him, of course. He's played both of these games against Mario also quite well. But there's this little extra missing to get him over the ledge, you know?
And it just felt the difference in the last game to this one was like all of a sudden Yusef was in the game. He suddenly knew how to move and how his opponent would move, which didn't feel like that was the case before. So we're gonna see if Nebel just fucked up a little bit in the last game and gonna change it, but oh my god!
Yeah, I saw the vision, but just slightly too slow down the cape. And man, is it really a set with Mario if we don't see at least one cape, you know? That would be a shame.
I don't want to see it, man.
I want to see it. It's entertaining, man, you gotta say.
The thing that's actually missing is I want to say a forward air kill, but the spot dodge read on a F smash.
That's also a thing of beauty, man. Like, we're getting some sauce here from Yusef, which is nice. Sorry about that.
Yusef loves this F smash. It is really good, and he likes to, number one, call out an option like spot dodge, or use the small amount of lean back to dodge a hitbox, and then...
You call that a small amount? That is huge, man. This guy reels back.
Hey,
incredibly far. No! Misses the spike on the dunk combo right there. Up air, forward air usually is what you do. But man, that landing leg on that up B will seal the deal. Yusef with another forward smash, sealing the second stock here as well. But Nebel picking up this one right back with another forward smash on their own.
It is over, man. Yusef so dominating.
You're calling it already?
I am! Look at this!
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But let's see, maybe there's a miracle here in the works for Nebel. Still has to do a lot of work. The pin is going to come through. Oh my goodness, that up he looked a little bit sus, but man, still make it back to section. That's the backer coming through for Nebel.
Calling out the jump, which is finally the hit he needed. He was scrambling around so much. Going for the forward air again and trapping Nebel with it. With the F smash, but the only star spot. So, next situation where Yusef could get the kill. Almost!
Man, he's really doing for that dunk, man, on that forward air.
He wants it.
He wants it so bad. Gets up to set. That doesn't occur, but there's the down air coming through, spinning to win. Yusef is going to take the set 3-1. Beautiful stuff there from Germany's potential number 2.
He's happier now, you saw it on his face, now that he's finally gotten into the game and really showed what he was capable of. He did not want to lose that set because you don't want to go into the loser side of top 8 at this point if you can get the winner set against Tarek.
Yeah, it was like, Samus, you know, I'll try it out, you know, they'll see if it works, and then it didn't work, so he switched to Mario, and everything worked out fine. Beautiful stuff there from Yusef, you know, tried and true. Sometimes you just have to play your main.
What do you think, honestly? Okay, maybe you're the wrong person to ask this question if you don't know that much about his Samus and Luigi.
What do you mean?
Do you think he's gonna play another character versus Tarek?
Versus Tarek, I would be very surprised, actually. I would imagine that, you know, against the number 1 opponent in this bracket, you would at least stay your main and try to play it out like that. Maybe in desperate times, if it's like 0-2 already, and he's getting kind of washed. Maybe he's going to bring out, his secondary, try if it maybe works. But I would say initially, I would expect that Byphone is falling to the floor, and also that he's going to stay with his main, at least initially.
Do you want to ask him?
Let's ask him.
All right, then, because you have Yusef right there, who's going to take it from me for the next
forward.
set until he has to play again.
Yes.
Welcome to Yusef.
The quickest caster switch on the planet right here, coming through for your guys' entertainment right now. Yusef is on commentary with me. How are you feeling, my friend?
I'm feeling solid. I'm feeling solid.
Get that microphone a little bit closer to your mouth right there.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
I mean, what was that Samus about, man? Like,
I mean, I tried to play her, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
I also picked her against other German PR players in the past, but I don't know.
it didn't really work, did it?
I didn't feel it today. Like, from the first interaction was like, okay, feels stiffy.
Yeah, okay. No, I feel you. I mean, the Mario afterwards was a thing of beauty to behold. I mean, you didn't get the dunk, so that was quite unfortunate, even though you tried so very hard. But, I mean, nothing to do about it. We're going to move on to the next set as well, which is, as I think, is going to be Vio versus Marv there in the loser side, which is going to be Steve, most likely, on Vio's side,
Yes.
versus the Kazuya here for Marv.
So, very interesting Fighters Pass 2 matchup we're seeing here.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
The
definitely
DLC coming through.
the DLC coming through.
Yeah. If I may, by the way, I'll just keep talking.
Okay.
Don't let yourself be distracted by
Oh,
my
that's
beautiful
okay.
face. There you go.
Yeah, definitely, like, there was paid $5.99 2 times, and let's see if that equals better gameplay.
That's, I mean, for these two players, certainly has working out well so far. Still alive in the bracket, working on this spot in top. Actually, they might already be. They are already top 8. All right, so we're already top 8 losers here. We thought we might be a little bit behind, but everything is working out perfectly. So everything is going exactly as we initially planned. Then destroyed the plan and re-established it. Perfect. All
Then,
right.
like usual, sometimes you need
That's how it
need to,
goes,
like,
man. That's how it goes. But sometimes you just gotta have to improvise, and we're going right here into the loser side of top 8. Marv versus Vio. Vio on the left side with the zombie, and of course Marv here on the on the Kazuya, who has a beautiful tag. No fundies because you don't need it because you play Kazuya.
Yeah, it's funny because like usually it's like very well known in like in this game that like Kazuya is like some kind of character that doesn't really have like these.
But man,
these
these two characters that I don't really like, both players are like, do you really need fundies for these characters? Not really, do you?
No, both. Neither of them does, but like very well played him before him bracket. He's like very technical. He also likes to do his nil combos and stuff like that. So I'm definitely curious if we see it here in his first top 8 ever. So like he said, he didn't play really.
Oh, is
much
it
of-
his first top 8 ever?
Yeah, it's the first top 8 ever.
Damn, all right. I mean, that's already quite nice, especially in Hessen Crash as well. Nice
Oh,
spot dodge
and
though
that
coming
was
through,
it.
and there we go. Up tilt, straight into the block with that up smash. But Vio still alive here at 160, but that is gonna last long. Nice electric and Godfist straight into that up here to get the stock right there as well. So both on even stocks here again. And man, this is shaping out to be quite a first game here between these two.
It's definitely interesting. Like the Steve is occasionally mining here and there, but he's not really camping a lot, and so this makes a pretty aggressive matchup here. Which
Yeah,
you don't-
I actually talked about that with Vio a little bit. He was like, "Nah, I'm not really a guy to camp a lot,
Yeah.
I like Steve, I like the character, but I'm not really a camping guy. So he's like kind of getting away from the character a little bit, but for comfort, he's still kind of playing him right now.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it definitely works out till now. Like he's getting his setup. Ooh, that was quite weird.
And then he gets command grab, man, and that's like 50 damage or something.
Yeah, that's just Kazuya, dude.
That's just Kazuya, man. Tekken coming in here as well for a guest appearance. Of course, here very much so played, as you've seen earlier on the mainstream here at Hessen Crash as well. Definitely make sure you're tuning into those as well. But Kazuya here to entertain our very eyelids as well. But what a grab here once again. Rage are coming through, and that Steve is just deleted off the top, man. Beautiful stuff. But TNT though, coming back from Vio, using the invincibility from the engine platform to maybe get that stock off here right again. Nice interruption on the minecart.
It's definitely interesting how fast they're playing, and now it comes to the thing. How does Vio get the kill? He wants to get us out quickly. He tries a footstool down there, but
Ooh, what a
Donny
pickup.
got the phantom it.
Marv still alive here on that Kazuya, but there's the anvil, dominant straight on his pelvic region.
Oh, okay.
Getting the stock
Interesting
there,
trade.
Yeah, trade working out quite well here for Marv. Getting a little bit more percent on Vio, of course. Kazuya lives for a long time, very heavy, this kind of boy. He right here has a tough guy on deck as well if you need it. Not quite really useful against Steve, but man, the damage coming through here from the zombie as well. Get a little block there as well to potentially block a laser. So keeping up the advantage here. Downer coming through. Marv has to be incredibly careful. The grab coming through, re-establishing advantage here for the C4. The perfect parry on the laser as well. Trying to go for the anvil there, but can't quite finish the stock. And now there's Rage Art.
This Rage Art is very scary. We just saw it and it doesn't kill.
There it is. Coming right through. Slamming him into the ground and taking the first egg, man. This is just Kazuya G Supreme coming through here from Marv. Taking that first game 1-0 against Vio. But a close one for sure, man.
It was very close, and despite him not getting a single diamond.
True, actually, yeah, that's what you talked about, right? Not much mining, you're just kind of playing the
Not
game.
even to the first diamond. He just like, well, I will just try to bait you in with like a little bit of mining, and then mostly like try to pivot grab him. But yeah,
that's a Minecraft speedrun, man. Like you don't need a diamond if you can, you know, get solutions the other way around. But
he still lost, so maybe it's a good idea to switch to the diamond. We will see.
Maybe a little bit more, just a little bit more camping, you know. Not too much, just a bit.
Yeah, but the combo is definitely good, and that's like was literally an optimal combo.
73, man. That's so insane, of course, with wood in tools here as well. But that's just how Steve works, man.
Oh,
getting more.
Almost. But like, Vio is very good on like his execution. Like, we also have some top Steves here in Germany, but like, his execution is like on par with them.
Doing incredibly well here, Vio, especially for the first kind of part of this second game. Trying to go over there for the edge guard, but he misses it. Once again, falling for it again. Vio, you gotta learn, my man. This range guard is going to come hot towards you every single time. This Kazuya is shining red. Oh, just barely dodges to the upside. Jumps into the second one though.
They're connected, but like his little no impact lands are very good, and then he gets another up tilt, he gets a lot of damage. 33 is still something he can work with, but then here comes Kazuya.
Oh my
we
lord.
See a combo extension.
Double spike! Just barely misses it. Vio is staying alive here on that C right now, firing right back here with the iron tools as well to the up smash. Can't quite kill actually Kazuya. Heavy enough to still keep that stock alive, but man, these percents are just climbing on both sides, man. One opening for each of these characters, and it's just mayhem, man. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, I thought it's maybe like a good idea to get diamond, but he's just like, nah, I'm just going in even more. And then just battling, and
yeah.
It's insane, but like still pretty close. But Kazuya Marv is in the lead.
He tried to get diamond there, but Marv was like, hell no, man. Coming right back in there with the command grab. And now Rage Art still on deck here. He's 4% away. And there it is indeed. About 40% waiting, trying to go for it right there, but the command here with the minecart is going to come through instead. Getting that Kazuya off stage.
Yeah, it's a down smash. Okay.
Beautiful stuff. Vio saw the chance, saw that Marv exhausted every single resource there off stage, getting that down smash started.
Bro, where's he going?
It's camping time, baby. Look at that. This is what we like to see.
Bro,
this is some
get the diamond. He got the diamond. Oh no, it's no final ball. What's he doing?
He got the tools.
Oh
shit. He got it started, but now it's massive damage. Later in Godfist just barely missed though here from Marv. So Vio, another lease on life, but there is another up B coming through. And look at that up B. He's going right up there to chase him to the high heavens. And Marv is going to go to set point 2-0 for the Kazuya player.
That's crazy.
That is like crazy.
Such a good call out on the minecart, and like it didn't even trade. It's a straight up one.
Dude, like could have been a downer as well. You know, I feel like that.
Yeah, they would have killed Loki.
Yeah, that would have been disastrous, man. But he was like, no, I'm going to cut out on exactly that option. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to hit you with it up here, getting the stock right there. Man, this Marv guy, pretty good. This guy.
Yeah, but he knows his call outs. Like, he gambled everything on that up air, and it worked out for him. So that's pretty good. And now we will see. Okay, will he be even more aggressive, or will he this time get his diamond? The thing is, like, he's every time he loses his stock or waits. No, he didn't see. Every time he loses his stock, the circle for a diamond gets resetted, so he needs to get it on the first stock, and especially like the first diamond takes a lot longer than the other ones.
It's true. Yeah, this cycle is definitely a lot slower from the first time, but man gets the spike right there, and a nice little elytra attack to soar back to the ledge right there.
Up to
but still good damage, man. 55 from that here for sure.
Yeah, 55. It's not up to
just a very casual 55, you know.
Yeah, why not? You definitely see why it's 599, and then here comes the next.
But
199?
I feel like that counts for both.
599.
I feel like that counts for both, man. Like you can't really call out one player over the other because both of these have paid good money for their characters to be this good.
Yeah, but it's definitely interesting to see how Virus, like I said, even playing even more aggressive, and it's working out. Like
It's a little bit of a timing mix-up. I feel like a little bit of tempo mix-up coming through here for Vio. Just showing up Mafia, who's still trying to connect his like bread and butter with that God Fist, you know, of the down throw and all that good stuff. But it's easier said than done. Nice little setup coming through right there to get the first stock off. Finally there for Vio at 170%. Definitely later than we expected Kazuya to kill normally.
yeah, but it's also very interesting because Kazuya is very known for his 0-to-death combos here in this game, but like he didn't saw a single one in this entire set. So maybe if he wants to get the comeback, maybe it's time now.
Well, we definitely did see some good combos for sure, but nothing that
kill.
equals
Wait,
that to that. But maybe on this platform now, getting the
Wait.
sun there as well, but Electric Frosters is missed there by Marv. So Vio is still going to stay alive a little bit longer. Actually used his last 2 stocks on that iron to build the 2 blocks. Not quite sure about that, but still working out quite well, keeping the Kazuya away here at arm's length. And there is the diamond. He's probably not going to build any tools right here because he knows that that stock could be gone very, very fast, especially with the rage drive here on deck on the Kazuya as well.
Oh, he doesn't know. He can't decide. Does he want to do it or not?
I would not say he shouldn't do it, but man, that forward smash coming through anyway.
He made the
Even
right
though it's
choice.
gold, yeah, it still works out. So didn't even need the diamond in the end, you know, but had it just in case, and a little bit of insurance there.
Yeah, it was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should.
Should I not? Yeah.
It's like
Sometimes investment is hard, you know.
commitment is a big thing, you know.
Gotta wait for the right moment to invest in diamonds, man. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's actually true. Like seeing where the stocks go up and there, but definitely the Veil stocks
Oh,
going
that's-
up really high
Well,
at this point. So
And the
let's
stocks
see.
for Marv going down in the the third game right there, rather. Now 1-2 here. Vio versus Marv. Vio another chance on life. Of course, remember this is loser, so the loser is out of the tournament right here. Still at a solid place in for sure, but man, if you're in this position, you might as well continue to run, you know.
But it's very interesting. Vio started the game with like a TNT setup, which wasn't even supposed to hit Marv, but just to like make his
Obscure
resources go
him.
back.
Yeah, to hide him, to obscure him, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think so.
Just,
think
you know,
that's
that
what-
explosion actually departed his last for quite a bit of time, so makes it really ambiguous to find out what the Steve is up to, you know?
It's definitely seeing like he's also platform camping a lot more, so that's very hard for Kazuya to
Man.
hit there. And now we see it. So
We love some beautiful platform camping in our game, man.
I guess we need to see it.
It's
that's
a
right.
very subjective thing, I would say.
Yeah, but like
oh
it's-
my goodness, Rage Drive came through for a second there, but lost it as well. Oh, what a combo of the minecart into the back air as well. Vio, again with the more aggressive playstyle, with the higher tempo, coming through once again to take the lead.
Definitely interesting to see how it works out for him. We will see how he gets there. He's playing even more and more aggressive, and he's getting the hits and the whiff punishes. But the electrics, we shouldn't underestimate him. You can definitely do it. There's an up. He doesn't quite kill.
Not quite, not
Got the sour
quite.
spot.
Well, let's see if you can escape this situation on the ledge right there. Another side be coming through here for a little bit of a hit. But still, I mean, you can be as high percent as you want. As soon as you lose, don't lose that stock, rather, you can still deal some damage to this Kazuya right here, which Vio is going to use to equal out his lead even more. Look at that, 77% already here on this Kazuya. Climbing up a little bit higher and just holding center stage now. The up-down tilt will actually come through, almost bring Kazuya to this rage dive. But man, that's a good lead right now for Vio.
It is definitely interesting to see because Vio liked the dash attacks to punish him. Then Marv was like, nah, I couldn't do this as well, and then he just killed him.
Juice on that forward smash right there. What a call out on the landing there from Vio. Marv definitely falling for that trap. And now
Stocks
down.
going up?
Yeah, stocks going still up for this Steve player right now.
Like
Okay,
usual.
well that is a very interesting setup with the minecart right there. Not sure what that was about, but man, Vio knows better than I'll not pretend. Here we go. Oh, I like it. I like it. Losing the blocks right there to escape the electric
Such
God
good
Fist
dash
range.
attacks. And he gets it. Doesn't kill even with bad DI. Still not quite enough. Next one will kill.
Oh, what smash
Alright,
comes
this
through
will
it.
not
There it
kill,
is.
but-
Come on. Actually, good DI there from Vio. Still staying alive here. Getting to the ledge with the lifer here once again. And now still keeping up the damage. Doesn't want to build anything right now. He knows his stock is gone, basically. But man, short
call
hop,
it on
down
spot
air, anvil right to your face once again. We have a game 5, Yusef.
First set. First game 5 for me. I'm like, it's coming to a potential reverse 3-0, and you don't want to be in this position to be reverse.
That hurts, man. Like, it already gets you in kind of a bad mood. You know, you were so close to winning the set, and then now Vio has turned it all the way around to get you into this precarious situation.
Yeah. And
not a good feeling.
It's definitely not a good feeling. And we always talked about on Vio plays and how he should change his play, but now it's time for what this Muff supposed to do. How does he counter that? We are so deep in the layers.
The question,
Where can we?
like, the question is for me, like, does Kazuya even have like a different game plan? Because usually it's just like get your combo opener, get combo, kill person, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he gets dash attacked a lot of times, and that's like the thing. Like, Vio with punch with dash attack so much, and it's like, it's always just chip damage, but he gets consistent chip damage with the stage control. So if he avoids that, it would already be a lot better. And he starts with 70%, like, Steve can do it, Kazuya can do it. But like I said, Steve can do it as well, 75, even
there
better.
it is, it's equal once again, baby. That's how we do here on the DLC. Attack this time around from Marth coming through here for some good damage for sure.
Oh, and
Electric got first, upbeat, just barely missed.
Good eye. Get it? Oh, both are scared, both
Actually,
are
I think it
shielding.
was just a wind godfist at this point. Wasn't even electric, man. So that means Marth missing the input just a little bit right there.
Oh, he's hiding in TNT.
He's building.
He's hiding. He's
No,
making
no, it's up, man. That's a pressure plate, man. You saw it.
Damn, that's crazy.
The traps not coming through here. Marv not falling for it, waiting patiently for that TNT to explode. But man, look at those setups here in the middle of the stage. He once again trying to control the space, but that's the red trap right back into the ground you go. And Marv in the lead here. Question is, can he do something with it, or is that start going to be taken off quite quickly here from Vio as well?
Definitely interesting to see how this plays out. And Vio, I think, has the diamond. I think he crafted it. But he has
No, he didn't craft it. I see a wooden pickaxe right there, so...
oh, he didn't got him a diamond.
yeah, didn't get it, actually. So kind of low on resources because of that, you know?
Okay.
Has some time now that he sent the Kazuya off stage. Already had the gold where there's a diamond not too far away for sure, but nice punish on that missed up smash with the sword hit right there from Vio. But man, this Kazuya is just staying alive on a 73. The back air and a 10 coming through here from Vio, but Marth still alive. And man, those electric godfists looking mighty scary right now. But the jab fast enough.
And Vio usually got the kill pretty early, and now he looked like 200, but now he actually died, and now it's the thing. Will he get up tilted? That's the question.
That is the question now. Of course, diamond tools are here, man. Diamonds are here, and those up tilts, if they hit, man, that could be easily like 70-80% with those added damage values on those tools, man. So Marv has to be incredibly careful.
Will he get up tilted? What do you think? I think so.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get up tilted at some point. But what intention there
electric.
on the minecart with the electric godfist. Beautiful stuff. They're trying to come through with another up smash, but
up tilt. 1, 2,
there
3, 5, 6.
Okay, actually quite short there, you know, comparatively.
Yeah, just 77, quite short.
No, the combo was only 59, right? So let's not go overboard here, you know.
But Vio definitely needs to go back into this game because it's his tournament stock.
Definitely.
And we will see it, and it's down. It's not a down.
Oh boy. Trying to get for a little bit of a spike actually once again.
The
Marv, look at the damage
and
coming through here. Like a just barely missed though. Couldn't quite finish off the stock, but the back coming through here on the minecart. Still alive, the laser will barely miss. Vio, good interruption there on the Elytra back to stage.
One more hit again. Will Marv be able to deny the reverse 3-0? Vio's fighting with his heart right now, and he gets electric.
Good. Oh, he misses it though. The uppy will miss. I don't know if it's nerves or if it's just execution error coming through here from Marv, but the end result being that Vio is still alive here on that Steve. Looking for those backers, trying to get the stock off. Barely escaping that laser there as well. Trying to go for a spike. Maybe it's Marv, but there as he rolls on him and he gets it. 3-2 to Marv, staying alive in the back, and Vio is out at a very respectable 7th place.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, we saw a very good adaptation, but at the end, Marv, like, little bit mix up, and then he got the electric on like a few dash attacks on like a minecart, and then it just. That's what you need, like, to be able to like recognize, okay, when did I get called out? Okay, when did I get with punch? And then just press your broken invincible move. That also combos. And then
Sounds fair.
sounds fair.
But I mean, we're talking about Kazuya versus Steve, so no player can really complain about each other's character. I feel like.
Yeah, but it's good adaptation. Like,
it's
at the end, he has the tools, but he needed to get the timing down, and he got the timing down.
Exactly, he got it done.
He's happy.
He is happy. And I mean, he should be. Vio, definitely a respectable placement there at 7th, so it's all good. And we're going to go to the other side of the losers bracket right there as well. And this is going to be a Loop versus Baguetto. There's going to be a Rob player on Loop and Baguetto with the Palutena.
Oh, okay, I also played the Palutena before.
We're going a little bit away from the cheese, from the DLC. We're going back to base roster, a little bit of more fundamentals, kind of control play style. Because in the last game, we had these two players, going absolutely ham with the combos and with the confirms and everything. And now we're going back to Palutena, to Rob. Very like zone control kind of play style, very fundies oriented, I feel like.
Yeah, it's also very interesting because I played, like I said, I played the Palutena before, and he's playing like, very defensive. And it's like in a very good way. He likes sledge trapping, he likes his back air, and he's throwing it out quite occasionally, but he's also trying to like mix up his timing. So definitely interesting to see how like such a big body like Rob will get through that.
We will see. I mean, he has some projectiles, right? Of course, on the other side of the coin, there's also the reflector on Palutena, but the reflector is like, not very good, but
not
definitely
gyro, but
serviceable, right? It's definitely workable in a matchup like this. So we will see how much a Loop is going to use that. I had to look it up for a quick second. This is why I have this. Yeah, I mean,
you're prepared, dude.
Now that you said it, though, I have to kind of wonder what happened to your Palutena. Is it still there? Do you still play this, or are you like, I have Samus now?
She's coming there occasionally, but it's more. I'm not really sure like who I should play from like Samus, Luigi, and Palutena.
Too many secondaries, man. Too many characters in this game. That's just how it is.
Too many fun characters in this game.
That's true. Yeah. You said, sorry. You said too many fun characters, and you play Samus and Luigi and Palutena, and you talk to me about fun characters.
Bro, Palutena and Mario? What are you talking about? They're fun.
I didn't say Mario. I'd say
Palutena's also fun.
Samus, Luigi, and Palutena's fun. Not to play, maybe to play as, but not to play against.
Okay.
Did you think?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, maybe
most people.
I might be biased, because Yoshi Palutena is a horrendous matchup, but nah. I think I might be biased actually. Now that
I think you're very biased.
I will freely admit. That
against Samus, I would agree. Like she definitely is very annoying to play against. But like Palutena, I think like at the beginning of Ultimate when she was new and everyone was complaining about Nair.
Yeah, looks
very rough, but right now it's like, oh, please give me all the Palutenas.
No, I agree, actually. I will dial it back a little bit. I will say Palutena is definitely a good and enjoyable character, to play against, definitely compared to the beginning of the game. Let's get into it. Baguetto versus Loop here on small battlefield. Maybe we can switch over the camera right quick so we can get this one started. Would be nice because, I mean, I can kind of try to pantomime it to you, but that's not going to help anybody, right? So.
I mean, it's quite fun to do so. So maybe
I tried a little bit of play-by-play just to let you guys know what's happening, because right now 27 on Loop and Baguetto on 31. Now you can hear the Lair Noobs in the background there as well coming through. And the reflect. Okay, I was talking about the reflector. Came through right there to reflect the laser beam of the Rob. Still not quite sure why we're still stuck on that one scene. Production. There we go. Here we go. Okay, we got the scene switch in the end. There you go. As we said, Loop already catching some strays here with the reflector for sure.
And what you all missed was like pretty slowish gameplay. Like Palutena, like he did against me. It's like more of a slow kind of game. We will always see the reflect, and it's very interesting. We will see the back air. It doesn't even kill. Rob is big, but not big enough.
Not big enough this time around for sure. Invincibility still a bit right there though for the forward smash coming through from a Loop to get a little bit damage on Baguetto. Oh, the rotor is coming through right there, sending Baguetto off station. Laser not going to hit, but man, the gyro right afterwards. So many options covered by the Rob, and goes for the stage spike, and man, Baguetto just not ready for the tag.
Yeah, it's very hard to tag this like in a tournament situation where like, okay, no, I need to tag this, and then you just don't.
You see it coming from a mile away and you still don't get it. That hurts, man.
Yeah, it's not just losing your stock, it's also losing something inside of you.
It's true, a part of you just dies. that one brain cell that you had left that was responsible for attacking, it just dies.
And then we're like, okay, let's just go back to Nair, which we see here right now, and then get there. But we get setting good parry, like maybe switching for the parry.
Yeah, beautiful spot dodge there coming through from Baguetto as well to get another little bit of damage coming through to Loop here. But now the laser's going to go the last dodge away though. But that was the direction air dodge, meaning you don't have the height and the spike coming through here from Loop as well. That was definitely an unfortunate series of events for Baguetto off stage right there.
Yeah, but Loop is like very good at like this edge guards. He always gets in a position that it's very scary.
Oh, once again, oh man, the stage takes are definitely not working out.
He died from like every and it's like it's not your ultimate attack. He didn't die for it, but your ultimate attack.
I feel like there's a lesson to be learned here.
Died 2 times for it.
Just tech, just tech.
Just tech, dude.
Just tech, man.
It's so easy.
It's that easy.
Just press the ship button, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
What are you doing?
What do you have that button for if you don't press it, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't press the neutral, he doesn't press it when he's offstage. Maybe he doesn't have the button.
Maybe disable it, you know? Some sort of challenge run, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it's
coming
like
through here from
like
back.
we just in top 8, you can do a challenge for yourself, yeah.
Okay, we're being a little bit mean now, of
Oh,
course.
the vampire killer, maybe? He's trying to lock in. Now he's definitely trying to lock in the neutral layers and get quite some percentage. Not quite sure. Okay, that was an interesting switch.
Okay, there we go. Loop getting some damage started, of course. You know, Rob combo's not the most elaborate, especially if he doesn't have the gyro in hand, but still gets some good damage chasing off stage here with those rotor arms, but can't quite actually get the stock in the end there. So a little bit of damage missed there for the Rob, but still holding on to that lead quite well.
It's very interesting how like this corner situations play out. Like Rob is like very good at corner pressuring. And like,
but Palutena, man, like this character can definitely escape some sticky situations very fast, especially with the teleport and all that stuff that comes with it, you know. So, oh, laser away the gyro right there, coming down here as well. Loop actually being a little bit scared, committing to the air dodge, getting that Baguetto a little bit more damage. Now the back air coming through here off stage as well. Can it finish the stock is the question. Time to go for another one, but no, almost got turned around on him as well with that down air.
That's crazy. Definitely interesting to see. We see the defensive play. We see the dash attacks.
Spinning,
will we eventually see here Explosive Flame Edge guard? Maybe?
Ooh, back there once again, Baguetto.
Oh, Explosive Flame? But it didn't hit.
No, not quite. Loop maybe committing to an option right there, but not falling to the explosive flare just for free. Still have to work for that stock, man.
Definitely interesting to like how Loop gets out of the corner and himself and the up smash.
Sneaks under him with that up smash as that forward tilt came out and gets it right there for the stock. The lead now, a very fragile one to be sure, but the lead nonetheless for Loop here on that Rob.
Definitely interesting to see how this plays out. He gets quite some advantage. State he crosses him up. He doesn't get the grab. He's definitely getting some momentum here, but the counter very good at the right time. Reflected the laser again, but like maybe it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, Loop was just chilling on the ledge, man. No laser hit for Baguetto right there, and now still building out that lead. 78% now on that Palutena already. That was a very ambitious grab, and off stage you go right into the rotor arms of hell. Loop is going to go into a 2-stock lead.
Yeah, it's definitely looking rough for Baguetto. Like, he gets a back air kill now, but maybe it's a little bit too late. Like, of course you can get the damage with the neutral layers, but didn't get much. It's like only like 13.
Man,
no, it's a little bit more. No, it's still just 13.
No, Baguetto.
But he's getting some
out with the gyro coming through here as well. A little bit of damage, man. Baguetto really has to make sure that his baguette is buttered on both sides, because right now it definitely isn't. Off stage he goes with the air dodge, and there once again the rotor arms 3 for 3, baby. Loop is going up 2-0.
Like, insanity, like all of this edge guards is insane. Oh, the gyro hits, the neutral B hits, down air hits, like not the neutral B, it's like even the side B, but like, that's crazy, like how every opponent like just works together. It doesn't matter which angle he gets. Look, he gets around where he would just die.
Yeah, and I mean, there seems to be some sort of presence that Loop has that forces Baguetto to go into those air dodges, man. Like, these air dodges offstage has costing this guy so much.
But it's like every single time, and now it's like time to see, will he get the depth, will he get another game 5 comeback, or will Baguetto get us clean 3-0? We will see here, but there's definitely something we need to play here. The F smash on the landing, he's trying to
I like what Baguetto is showing right now. Beautiful ledge transfer. He doesn't let Loop escape the corner. The gyro will help just a little bit, but man, the forward air is still coming through here for Loop. Poke that down smash. Beautiful stuff there against Loop. Maybe trying to go for an aggressive option, getting hit right there. 111% basically an answer. Maybe he charges all the way, but just a little bit too late. And Loop escapes the situation just for a little bit of a second because the backflip is coming through once again, trying to get that rob off stage. And there's the reset now on the ground though. Is that going to turn around for Baguetto?
Off stage. Oh, he gets it again.
Ooh,
please don't die. Don't die.
Oh my god, that back air would have certainly done it. But Baguetto gets around it just barely. There's another nice coverage there coming through with the gyro as well. And Loop has turned this all around. 128% maybe in the first few seconds. But Baguetto hasn't gotten any more. The rotor arms just calls out the shield drop. And the lead is restored. Loop is back in business, but Baguetto firing right back.
Yeah, like one calls the sheet drop, one calls the roads. They're different. The sun adaptation that was made here. And we will see if he gets, he always reflects the laser. But he never reflects the gyro. It's interesting to see, but definitely like...
Very true. He's very selective about his reflections. It's never been the gyro. It's only been the laser.
Yeah, but at least something. But maybe that's one of the things he needs to do. And then we see... Oh, yeah. I guess he likes to like reflect the gyro with Exploder Flame. Like,
okay,
that makes sense. But
I'll pay it. I'll pay it. It's fine.
Oh, the corner pressure from Rob. He doesn't get away. He gets a grab throw, down throw. Up to it. He meshes enough. Doesn't connect.
Man, he likes to reflect the roboter himself as well, you know, going for the counter there as well. Getting some good damage on the Rob there. But now it's quite even, actually. Both players kind of tuning back the aggression just a little bit. But now this is prime position. But once again, those counters, man, working out quite well. Loop maybe a little bit too obvious with his aggression from time to time.
He goes high. He doesn't want to get the ledge again. Work out for this time. Let's see if it still works out.
I mean, you can definitely call it out, you know, with those auto
and the side B again. He calls his retreat. He jumps over it. He this time can recover.
Beautiful maneuvering from Baguetto coming through. And now Loop kind of stuck at the ledge. We've seen how strong Baguetto is in those positions as well. Kind of holding center stage down as well. Maybe giving a little bit of space, but not too much. But now the gyro is coming through to make this job just a little bit easier. Look at those hits coming through. Man, that is so much damage as well.
I knew it.
There you go. That's the maybe a little bit too obvious aggression I was talking about. Still gets it done with the up air off stage, man. Baguetto losing that stock, but back into the action we go.
Okay, definitely now we need to see like a quick kill. He gets some damage. He needs to get the kill quickly.
He needs to get that stock now because, man, Loopy is going to definitely work on that damage.
66,
look at that.
Oh my god,
chasing off stage. But Baguetto in prime position, trying to
fuck.
go for the edge guard right there, but Loop makes his way back using the maneuverability of Rob off stage. But man, those down smashes coming through here as well. Slapping him with the wing right there, equaling out the stocks and now getting some good percentage started with the nair loops as well.
Definitely interesting, you got. One of the adaptions definitely the up smash kills. His jump is away. He needs to go to
so
ledge.
hard.
Other side B.
Catches him on the roller with rotor arms once again. Up smash is barely whiffing. Baguetto with a second least on life, still alive here in this bracket. Just barely though. He needs to win this game to have another chance in this bracket. But now getting thrown off stage in your favorite video game, man. That has to feel bad. What a call out on that roll. My goodness, Loop just read Baguetto's soul and gets the game and set 3-0.
That's crazy. Like, there was such confidence. He was just like, okay, nah, I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
You are going to roll.
You actually rolled. I knew it. GG's.
And he turns around so very delicately as well. You know,
it's like, I see the roll.
He sees the animation, he's like, shake my hand, there you go. Shake my laser eyes. Bam! Slaps him in the ass with it. And
that's for you reflecting my shit.
And gets it, man. That was beautiful stuff there. Some good call-outs coming through from Loop. And apparently, I'm going to lose a commentator and gain a new one because it seems like you're going to go and play some.
Yeah, I guess so. So we will definitely try. So like, see, it was definitely fun to commentate, and now we will see Sesto again to commentate.
All right, let's go. Quick switch coming through for you guys.
Hope you all had
some variety in here. Thanks for being here. It was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll see you later. But for now, Zesto's coming back for you guys' viewing pleasure and listening pleasure there as well. All right, some quick organizational stuff being discussed. But while we're just hanging out, guys, shoutouts to BCU, man. This event has been great so far. I've been hanging out with all the Street Fighter guys as well that I've been met across the past few months then. And it's been a great time. Hessen Crash, always a pleasure for sure. We might be a little bit of a smaller side here on Smash Ultimate, but we are definitely happy to be here all in all, man.
Of course. And I have a small update for you guys.
All right.
That's why I had to send away Yusef already. We have a bit of a time issue.
Okay.
Because the venue is closing at a reasonable time, let's say that.
Soon-ish.
Soon-ish. So we can actually not stream the full top 8.
Okay. So what are we going to get?
We're gonna skip the loser sets, the next round of losers, and stream the rest normally.
Okay, so we're going to skip losers quarters. We're going to see Tarek and Yusef next here in winners finals to determine the first entry of the grand finals, and then we're going to go straight to losers semis to make this a little bit quicker and fair for sure here for you guys. It's viewing pleasure.
Exactly. We don't want a situation that we've
Damn.
already seen at some tournaments. Oh, I remember being at KingCon.
Oh, I remember that as well.
Getting kicked out of the venue while Longo is still sitting there and trying to play his set.
And everybody's like trying to cheer him on, and the security staff's like, you have to leave, you know. Definitely unfortunate stuff, so we're trying to not do that today. And so we're going to speed up the process just a little bit. But man, we saw the players already. They already did a good job. And I'll keep you guys up to date if I see anything happening. Because the losers quarters, for you guys' information right now, is Nebel versus a Loop and Sam Upsor versus Marv. And those the winners will then play in the loser semis that we will see on stream then again after this next set. I mean, does Tarek versus Yusef really need introduction at this point?
Of course not. Of course not. Those two players have played quite a few times. They know each other very well, and they know why they are at their spots in the power ranking. Tarek, the one with even more experience, even on international level against top players. Yusef, more in the European area.
Yeah.
He's not traveling as much. He cannot travel that much. So he's still trying to get around even more and get this experience.
Definitely has some international, but yeah, definitely like
mostly in
contained
France,
to Europe,
yes.
right? France, a little bit of around Germany, you know, neighboring countries, all that good stuff. But yeah, Tarek, I mean, has been basically everywhere at this point.
We've seen
Japan,
sponsored
NA, and with his sponsors' help as well. But right now he doesn't even have one. He still goes everywhere.
Yeah, right now he doesn't, exactly.
Yeah.
So he needs one.
Sponsors? I mean, if there's one player to sponsor, it might be, you know, you can't go better with the best player in Germany, man. That's what I will say about that.
I'm gonna say something, and I think Tarek is the #1 player to sponsor right now in the entirety of Europe.
I think I would agree, because not only is he a very good player, he's also a very entertaining person to sell your brand as well. So make sure that'll potentially happen. I think we are going to go in. Is that spot check? No, it isn't. I saw looked like it a little bit, but man, we're going right back into the set right here between Tarek and Yusef. If you would, production, thank you so much. Because Yusef right now, he's getting a clubbering for sure. No, we have it. It's all good. It's all good. We got it.
Ah, we got it. Okay,
yeah. 95 though already here on Yusef's Mario. Getting dragged down as well here into the down. She's barely whiffing it though, but man, another drag down into the down tilt, serving him up for that forward air. And beautiful stuff.
Almost 0 to death. He only got hit by a tiny hit, and Yusef, I hope it doesn't detrimental to him that he didn't get to warm up before that, because he was commentating. So he
warmed up on the couch, man.
he might need some time to warm his hands up, not his mouth.
Man, yeah, but I mean, it is Tarek after all, and we know his aggression definitely is an issue for Yusef. Has been in the past, and I mean, he's definitely done well against Tarek from time to time, but this guy has been holding it down for the past few months. I'll tell you that right now for free. Now the drum coming through here. Oh, misses the grab though.
Just barely, but gets punished by Yusef, and he gets a big combo that almost killed. You see the tiny dot scratching the blast zone. Tarek almost died, but he didn't, so it's still a huge disadvantage for Yusef. Finally getting a disadvantage, but still does not get the kill before he
How did he maneuver around right there to get that forward
Tarek
tilt?
For you. He moves like he does like he had air mobility, which Greninja really does
little
not.
frog, this one for sure, yeah.
Finally, the up smash, classic kill move for Mario. But this entire stock, he needs to work it back. Mario can do those combos, but he does not easily get in versus Greninja or Tarek especially. First hit
You say that right now as he gets the grab, you know, gets something started at least, but it's a very simple confirm just into the down air. Will definitely not do enough to bring that mistake. Oh, side hit off that up smash. It actually looked a little bit deliberate there from Tarek to send him off stage, but another down tip to the fair. Not quite dead yet though, still alive here back there, but man, it's going to come through. And Youssef, with the limited resources that Mario has, really has a hard time off stage there for sure.
It was extremely quick how fast Tarek recognized that Youssef likes to do aggressive options from the ledge right there. He did it multiple times, but it felt like for the first time already, Tarek positioned himself perfectly to punish him. And in the last scenario, he did a perfect down tilt. Being there, it felt like he was there for hours before Youssef even arrived there to read him like a book. In the way that it's not usually called a read because it's a hard read. Oh, I knew you would roll here. No, he knew that he would move there soon. To be able to punish
because
he
didn't have a choice, right? He had to move there if he wanted to make it back. So
no, I mean after he grabbed the ledge, he was at the ledge.
All right,
and then he dropped from ledge, jumped on stage to land with a nair.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I was kind of caught into a different moment, but you're right. Actually, yeah. Those callouts from Tarek, he definitely that's the experience that he sometimes talks about, that we talked about just at the beginning of the set as well. If you travel this much and you play against so many other people from different regions, you just collect this intense amount of data, and you at some point just know what people kind of default to. You know.
Exactly. And it's enough to know about all the characters in this game because there's no fighting game, I think, with as many characters as this one, as many very unique characters. And then you have to know the players as well, the habits that players usually have with their characters and the play style of different characters, because some characters can play so differently. And
yeah, from region to region as well, right?
Exactly.
A German Mario might look way different than a French or maybe even a North American Mario, right?
Yes, and we're not even talking about Japan yet.
Exactly.
Which is another world, it feels like. But Tarek knows it all, and he can adapt to it really quickly. Now, Youssef has to adapt back, and he's still not dead, but has...
Oh, well, now he is.
Yes, yes, he is.
Getting hydro pumped right there off that super jump punch. Nothing really to do for Youssef. Once again, limited resources for that Mario for sure off stage here. And now Tarek goes to continue back with the vengeance. Those back guys, man, just keeping that Mario at place here at the ledge. Has to give a little bit of space right now, though. And what a serve from Youssef.
We saw again the little lean back from the F smash to get the sweet spot in the air.
That's just Mario propaganda, calling that little man. I cannot believe.
Don't worry. I do not want to. Oh God, I do not want to talk Mario worse than he is. It's an insane character, but he's, I think, on a similar power level as Greninja is. So we have a fair matchup, honestly here, and Tarek is just playing that well to get around all the hitboxes of Mario. Oh. Again, the perfect down tilt.
Those down tilts, man. He has really been calling out Youssef's landing with those so very hard.
That's the situation I meant. But finally, a combo from Mario. Still not getting a lot out of it, but damage is damage, and he needs a little bit more to be able to get the kill. Instead, another down tilt. Not the same situation, but reading the roll of the ledge.
Still gets it though, and there is the combo. Oh, dodges away from the super jump punch. Tarek keeping that second stock alive here. Actually, it would have quite equaled out the game right here, but Youssef couldn't quite connect, and now the pivot guys are coming through for that extra range. And look at that. Tarek establishing stage control once again.
He makes it look so easy. It seems like Mario's aerials are easily punishable. They aren't. I don't understand. I don't understand how he does it. I mean, I see it. He's spacing perfectly. He's always knowing where he goes. But I'm going to tell you, that needs extreme amounts of precision and timing.
And practice and everything that this guy has, man. This guy is definitely the wonder machine that Germany puts one attack on the nair as well. Good awareness from Tarek, keeping that stocky alive once again, trying to get that lead even further into the percents right here. Maybe trying to reach that beautiful third digit here. And there we're coming through with the juggles here. Up air going to come through. Trying to go for a forward air, maybe calling out an air dodge. But Youssef staying calm, collected. Doesn't quite give Tarek that situation. But still, this game is running away from him.
Threatened with the up smash for the first time now. So we're going to expect to see another up smash soon. Or at least Tarek will expect it, but not the jump read with the down air to get the kill. And now we have a final stock here. And Youssef has been fighting back after the first stock where he lost it really early. He has put up a big fight to get the damage back, and He needs 22% is a perfect percentage to get some good Mario combo. Important tech.
But also to get comboed here as well, because Tarek doesn't really have much rage going on, so those confirms are going to be way more consistent here as well for that frog. And now Yusuf has to be very careful. One down tilt could spell disaster. One good read here on the platforms with those up smash. Oh, one other confirm into the 4 that would do it. But now actually Yusuf takes something started on the platform, going for the combo, going for the super jump punch. And actually Yusuf will steal away this game from Tarek with a beautiful combo of all those platforms. And take the first game in this winner's finals.
That's exactly what he needed. I have no idea how that one up air hit, but he knew it, he would be able to get it, and did the perfect combo.
Man, he was fishing for that, but for good reason.
He needed it. He was at 130%.
Yeah, that was like one of his only like possibilities to make it back, to bring back that game, right?
Yes.
And he saw the opportunity and he got it. He got it started. He got the execution of the Mario combo. Didn't drop a single thing. Got a nice little confirm into that super jump punch in the end and gets that stock, man. That's just beautiful stuff.
In that situation, you have just two options. Either get an early kill or play perfectly better than your opponent. Get those openings to get him slowly up and get a clean kill.
I feel like these two options are not quite on the same, playing field there.
They are
just
not,
a hunch,
and doing that and playing that well for a whole stock against Tarek is definitely the more difficult option. So that's what he needed to do, and that's a slight hit for Tarek. He was playing so well and getting around everything. The second game here is starting with a huge advantage for Yusuf.
I've seen this movie before. Like, these combos seem eerily familiar. And now there's more coming here at Tarek's way, because Yusuf once again picking it up with a beautiful spot dodge into that down tilt. Can't quite finish the stock though, and now getting sent off stage. This is going to be potentially dangerous, but actually the Hydro Pump is going to be dodged away from with that Cape Yusuf stalling just long enough to keep this stock alive here, not get into any danger by man Tarek, just keeping up the advantage.
He's not letting him get out of the corner, but now finally Yusuf is back on the center stage, and they're fighting in neutral, trying to get a bigger opening, which is not happening right now until Yusuf does a greedy up smash.
And Tarek punishing accordingly with a nair, another confirm to the fair is going to deal massive damage. The backer coming through as well, and Yusuf might be out of resources, and indeed he is. The fully charged water shuriken is going to take care of business, and Tarek once again finds himself in the lead.
Oh, good jump again. He likes to do that, and Tarek likes to jump from the ledge apparently, because Yusuf has gotten his second kill of the set with that.
I was slightly worried for Yusuf there, but it's all good.
Does he have his jump? Can he recover?
Yeah.
But he could, and getting an advantage again, barely out of the grab.
I like the attempt on the reset there with the grab on the platform. There was some cheeky stuff there from Yusuf, but Tarek, again, he knows
no jump again.
Things,
goes high, but Tarek knows it. Going high again.
And now is the caller they're coming through with force smash. Yeah, that's just it, man. Yusuf trying to mix up his recoveries right there. Tarek has been going low consistency with those back airs, but that's just so much time you just spend in the air just falling, so Tarek has plenty of time to just react and wait for your option right there.
Oh, that down air was an interesting coverage, covering neutral get up and jump as well. And another Mario combo, not quite the position to get a kill,
kind of missing a
damage.
platform right there. That higher platform would have been quite convenient at that point, but not on the stage, man.
You don't get it every game. Yep. Tarek is gonna ban the best stages for Mario, because he knows that these ladder combos are so dangerous. But we have exactly the same percentage on both players. With one stock difference, Tarek only needs to finish this one to be able to get the next game. And Yusuf again offstage in a situation where it doesn't really hit.
Oh lord, okay, offstage situation always tricky to maneuver here for Yusuf, but actually gets around to Tarek for those hydro pumps and maybe looking for the shuriken snipes, just keeping it off stage, but nice conversion on that double jump. But man, he's getting caught by a hydro pump once again, and that's going to seal it. Tarek going in for with the hitbox just for good measure, but this Mario was dead.
Oh yes, he was. It's difficult to edge guard Mario properly. You have to have the options, which Greninja does with his back air with a really low angle to send the opponents off stage really far. Even at low percents, make it hard to edge guard. But he needs those precise hydro pump inputs to be able to put Mario into the situation where he can't use his air mobility that well and move freely around off stage. And Tarek is hitting those hits, so we're seeing those edge guards. Usually you don't see Youssef get edge guard this much if it's not against a character that's known for insane edge guarding.
Well, I mean, Tarek, might not be the character, but Tarek definitely known for insane edge guarding.
Yes,
like
yes.
this guy.
That's what I was going. That was what this amounts to.
Yeah.
Greninja can edge guard well. Mario is hard to edge guard, but Tarek
plus Greninja equals edge guard, you know?
Exactly.
And this is what Tarek's showing us here. I mean, it's not only edge guards, also ledge traps there as well, because Youssef, he just can't escape the situation. Actually turns around right there, though. Getting a little bit of damage started here on Tarek's Greninja to maybe get a little bit of a comeback start in this game, because Tarek right now is holding full control.
Trapping him, punishing the air dodge that he forced with the down tilt for the kill confirm. And good situation for Youssef. Getting the 2-frame, not quite. So he leaves an opening for Tarek again, who gets 16%. And Youssef is fighting back. Charges the up smash.
Man, that was a nice call out on the roll in there from Youssef, getting it on the late hit of that big head.
He was assuming Tarek would be able to tech it. He didn't, so Youssef reacted for like, oh, he didn't tech. He's gonna have to do a get up and pick the correct option with the roll in.
I think he actually might have covered two options there,
yes,
because that up
get up
smash
was also covered.
Exactly, by that first of the up smash, right? So that was some good positioning for sure here from Youssef. Good spacing on that up smash for sure. So
and
now the game kind of close here, because actually,
I'm
saying close. Youssef has actually turned it around, man.
Yes. Tarek is trying to get the percentage back even.
Oh no.
And Youssef
I did not curse the guy, did I?
Oh, please.
I mean,
please no.
as soon as I said, you know, Youssef was doing well, you're gonna get a club up. Okay, there it is.
He is doing well.
I re-cursed him. I re-cursed Tarek, because then I was speaking about how well Tarek was doing, and then got turned around really quick, man.
Well, maybe you can actually control how this set turns out. Which character do you want to win?
Man, I should maybe make some match betting there if that's what's happening.
I was assuming if you said Tarek now, Youssef would have won, but we're not sure about it yet, even though it's looking really good for Mario. Oh, that killed.
That's just
surprisingly early.
That's so strong. What the hell, this up smash is insane. I mean, kind of countered by the fact that it doesn't work half the time, right? So, I guess.
On the platforms, but Hollow Bastion is one of the platform heights that actually are not bad for Greninja. Stages like Pokemon Stadium 2 make up smash work badly, but...
Oh boy, oh my god, that looks scary, but man, Tarek is still there with those chessmen, catching Youssef, trying to jump back to center with that up air. And now the fireball test steals in out of leg. Tarek calling it out right there, sending Youssef offside once again. The ledge is now occupied by the Mario and will stay there for the foreseeable future, because so Tarek usually very good, but actually stays a little bit long, maybe getting a little bit nervous here.
They both felt the pressure right there. Usually don't say good players shield there for that long.
Especially Tarek, like he likes to do stuff.
Yes, and I mean, Tarek has slow option on the shield. That's a weakness of Greninja. And Mario can upgrade our shield, so both were waiting for the opponent to press something to do a mistake.
Oh man, Youssef just barely grabbing the ledge right there, getting the invincibility. There's a grab coming through, sending this Mario off stage. The Hyper Pump once again will be evaded by Youssef just barely. Oh, the forward was going to come through. Backdoor is coming, and here it is. Youssef
with the rage
is going to stay alive in the winner's side. Game 5.
Game 5. The first Game 5 was... No, the second Game 5 we're going to see it in top 8. And that's going to be a battle between the two giants. Now, though, Tarek has got the counter pick.
Exactly.
And that's going to be important.
It's going to be Smashville, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, exactly. We've seen Game 2 was on Battlefields, where Youssef closed it out in a comeback with a good combo off the top, using the top platform. Tarek has banned the stage now, because he knows he cannot go there. He cannot die that early again.
Can't be damn sure about that. All right, Game 5. We're going to get it started. Tarek versus Youssef. We are going to go to Smashville, meaning the side blast zones are actually a little bit closer, just barely. And Tarek, you know, he likes to kill off the side for sure.
Yes, he does. But Youssef, this time, he has to win fairly, which he did in the last game, I feel like. So he definitely has the potential. He can do it. And... Oh, good damage. No, he missed the tag. Youssef lost his first stock already because he barely missed the tag. It can be difficult on the up air multi-hit, but that's horrible. It ruins everything. He still has some jump, so he can recover again, but 54% on the second stock already when he has barely even gotten damage on Tariq is not good for you.
That's not how you want your game 5 to start, man. It's barely been a minute, and already Youssef is finding himself in a very, very bad situation. 110% here on that Mario, and only 2 stocks left, man. Tariq is just tearing apart this game here for Youssef. Just 1 hit away from getting that second stock off himself. Man, Youssef is starting a little bit of a complicated maybe with that combo. Needs a few more of those, though.
Quite a few more, because on this stage he's not going to get those insane combos that just kill the opponent. But finally, an offstage situation. Oh, and good back air. No jump for Tariq, but the uppy is enough to get back to the ledge. Youssef has to get the kill, and perfectly timed back air, catching Tariq jumping out of shield, but he gets back on the stage with the forward air.
Across the whole stage, man. Just calls out the aggressive positioning there from Youssef, and now we're going to go once again. The drag does go through again, once again, off stage, man. Youssef, I think he burned his jump somewhere along the line, and Tariq with those drag downs, man. What was all that about? Just he takes the set 3-2. Man, that is some creative stuff.
That was extremely creative. He had to have the awareness to see that he lost his jump. I didn't see where the rings of the double jump, but Tariq knew, and otherwise it wouldn't have killed that combo.
Maybe he saw maybe he got it very early, saw that Youssef was about to jump, and was like, I'm going to drag this guy down to the very depths of this stage, and I'm going to take this game away from him in a very, very cool manner. Man, I have to say that was nice.
Yes.
And of course, Tariq now in the grand final side, grand finals winner side rather, I should say, with a performance that was kind of expected, but still Youssef, you know, he made it a hard job, you know, 3-2, nothing to scoff at for sure.
Very much, and now the next players are already getting up on stage.
Short update maybe on how our losers quarters went. Nebel versus Loop went towards Nebel's favor 3-1. And on the other side, Sam Absol took it 3-0 over Marv right there, who actually tried to go a little bit Ninja himself there, and Loop going for a little bit of DK action as well between the mains of Nebel and Absol.
Also, they were both struggling and trying to play around with characters.
Seems to be the case, yeah, exactly. Trying to have a little secondary, you know, maybe something else works, but alas, it didn't. So it is Nebel and Sam Absol here in our losers semis to playing for a spot in the losers finals against Youssef.
And I'm very interested on how Nebel will play in this set, because before we've seen him play on stream versus characters like Youssef Mario.
Exactly.
Terry is a very different kind of beast. He does not play fair.
Also, he does not play conventional, right? Because he really just wants to get that one like fast jab hit. And
that's not the usual Smash Brothers character.
Yeah.
While Corrin definitely is. Like, Corrin's basically only deviant move which is quite different from every other. It has side B.
Yeah, the pin.
The pin, exactly. While everything is pretty straightforward, swordy gameplay.
She's a swordy, yeah. I mean, she kind of has like some stuff, if you want to call it. You know, the back air is quite nice, you know, kind of a little bit different. Still has like a sword-ish hitbox, quite a bit of disjoint on that for sure, but has that little pushback, you know, the auto spacing going on. So that is a little bit of something going on there, but all in all, I would agree with you. Very like fundamentally sound sword character there.
But the situation we have here then is that we have this melee character with Terry, who usually is known for having trouble to get in and having to play around the opponent to get his big opening, and the sword character who tries to hold opponents away from herself. But Sam Absol is used to exactly that. He has to play it all the time, this kind of situations.
Yeah.
How often does Nebel play it? Because we don't have Terry players in this region.
Generally don't have many Terry players in Germany, do we?
We don't, but definitely not at Hesse.
Yeah, especially not in Hesse. Well, here we go. Let's see how Nebel manages to do so, because right now Sam Absol once again getting that damage started, 81%. Didn't even take half a minute right here for Nebel to get in a precarious situation.
Ooh, that didn't have enough lag to get punished. That power dunk is such a good move, and we are seeing a big damage from Sam Absol, leading to the kill already.
I mean, that stock went by quite fast, but I like to see, you know, that little bit of subtle stuff like trying to enable the SDI to fall through the tower dunk was there, so there is definitely some awareness from Nebel, but still getting caught by quite a bit of damage, and that kind of still continues. Beautiful confirms here into the bird knuckle as well.
Sam Absol right now has a rather easy time to get in with something like Nair or his specials.
Oh my god.
Nebel is so much that he feels comfortable to just throw out F smashes. While Nebel is still, as soon as he gets his juggle situation, that is obviously his strength. Sam Absol is in the air, Nebel gets his percentage and even the kill, as we saw just now. And yeah, Nebel is not Taric. We're gonna see him get hit by those jab uppies.
Oh yeah. I mean, as I said, you know, we saw at least some SDI going on there from Nebel for sure, but man, getting hit by that max spacing power dunk on your shield and then immediately getting punished and the stock taken off there as well. Clean stock lead here for Sam Absol definitely sets the tone a little bit, doesn't it?
Of course, yes, definitely. And the full stock lead is going to be hard to come back with, and Sam Absol will get more and more damage, and every single hit by Terry is worth more than every single current hit. The damage this character puts out is just insane.
I like what Absol is cooking there though with the aerial power wave setup.
Yes.
That could have been quite cool. Didn't quite land it though, but I'm excited to see where that potentially leads in this set. Going quite far off stage. They're getting pinned for his troubles. Has to go for the side. Goes for the high recovery. I like the mix-up, and Nebel not ready.
So, but Nebel has Jerry off stage again and keeping him there. Perfect F smash with the sweet spot spacing, slowly walking to get the spacing and seeing that Sam Absol is air dodging to stage with the perfect timing, and he has a juggle situation again. So we're gonna see the damage on this side. Slowly getting the comeback.
Turns it around though, getting the side switch in the corner with the important stuff for Sam Absol to turn the situation in his favor. Gets a down tilt follow-up right into the power dunk, and that's going to do it for the first game. Sam Absol again taking the lead, showing how strong he was in the winner side, and now continuing exactly that in the loser side as well.
Yes, having lost to Taric is not a huge loss, to be honest. So
no,
he wants to prove him that he's not going to lose against any other players, and wants to prove himself against Youssef, who he has not fought so far.
Is that like completely new, like not in the history of ever, or is that just in this bracket?
Honestly, this bracket.
Oh, okay.
I meant this bracket. I don't know in the history.
You know what? You know what? I will look it up.
The Smashers app is an amazing app.
I will find out potentially, but okay, we are going back to the character selection, but it seems like characters stay the same.
Yes.
So, what is going on? Oh, updates. I did an update apparently. Who knew?
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start the second game on Battlefield with higher blast zones than other stages, which could make Terry's kills a little later with Afli especially, because he doesn't usually profit that much from the platforms like characters like Mario does, while Nebel might get a bit better juggling off, so it could have been a very good choice to still get his good juggling and good kills to the top, while Sam Absol might have a little bit more trouble with exactly this move. But that's not Terry's only kill option. We will see. I'm prophesizing a down air kill very soon.
Ooh, I would like to see it. I would like to see a nice little spike kill for sure. I'm down for that every single time of every single minute, every single day, man. But here we go. Oh, those down tilts, man.
That could have been a down there, by the way.
Huh?
That could have been a down there, by the way.
That could have, but man, Absol just playing the tricky game right now. Pin coming through here on the platform, mixing up the cover just a little bit as Nebel, and getting in there as well to send Absol further to the ledge right there. Go meter is here, but Absol doesn't even need it.
Yes.
A power geyser just for celebration.
Showing that he does actually know the inputs, and the charge message is still not enough. Yeah, the sour spot is actually not that strong to balance out the lingering hitbox, so this one is still not killing even at 140%.
All right, so apparently these players have played before, and as it stands,
and
Sam Absol
or Nebel.
Sam Absol and Nebel, the set count currently 3-0 in Sam Absol's favor, and from what I can tell, that trend seems to be going on still.
Yeah, I mean, look at the percentages. Nebel just needs a little bit bigger hit to get the kill. The backer would have done it. The landing up air would have as well.
Everything.
So Samoso has to play around those strong areas now, and he doesn't manage to do it for this up air. So we're gonna see an even stocks, and the next opening will confirm which player will keep the advantage, and it seems to be Sam Absol.
It is still Sam Absol, has been the entire time. You know, that's just how it works for these two players. Apparently, gets the pickup on this pin, but actually can't quite connect the rising attack over there, but will stay safe, of course, because of that top platform. We talked about it earlier.
Jumping situation again. This time misses it. Does not cover the backflip from Terry. And that's almost. I saw him smash the eyeing outwards. It barely hit, but it was enough to get the kill. At that percentage, even Battlefield will not help you against that kill. And Sam Absol is continuing the trend and getting more and more damage. Crack shoot, that was what it's called.
Yeah.
And big hit off stage, so he can get, no, he doesn't.
Oh, no, not quite, but not only do we deal more damage, you have the Go meter on deck now as well, but that's going to be taken care of by Nebel's pin right there. So 50%, almost to the T, the lead here for Sam Absol as we go into the last stock of this second game. Nebel trying to bring this one back. My man, that Burn Knuckle coming through quite hot indeed. Getting some good damage here on Nebel, sending them off stage as well. Not sure about this power dunk though, I will say.
It was probably the wrong direction.
Probably.
But he didn't really get punished. His power dunk is such a low end leg move.
Okay, not quite.
The next uppy will probably kill off the top, because 140% is too much to survive basically any Terry hit. So Nebel has to play perfectly, but the juggle situation. Trying to get through. He does not die at 140%.
Okay, Uppy coming to come through, sending Absol off, high up into the air as well. Maybe setting up another juggle situation here for Nebel, trying to go for this bite, but it's not going to kill. The end leg usually enough to punish, but actually some Absol not being able to. A huge pushback, of course, on that shield as well. My goodness, both players are fighting, but there's a rising tackle interrupting the pin from Nebel. And Sam Absol going up 2-0, but man, that was actually got kind of close.
It did actually. I was surprised. Nebel did have to play it pretty perfectly to get around it, and he managed to do just that, surviving that dash attack at 140. I was surprised, but that was very, very dangerous. So we could see the next game go to Nebel. He gets his stage rush again. Sam Absol did show at the beginning of the last game was looking like Sam Absol all the way, but in the end, Nebel proved that it's not all the time, so Nebel has to play on his peak at all times.
Right. I was about to say, if Nebel can collect that energy, maybe apply it to the entirety of this game here, there might be some potential for Nebel to take this one back against Sam Absol here. And they haven't really been doing bad, you know, definitely getting some good damage from that core. You know, those combos, nothing to scoff at for sure, but Absol, man, those confirms on the Terry are going to deal some huge damage on their own. And now Nebel has a juggle situation going on, but a nice little air dodge going to come through here for Absol.
We are gonna see, this time we're gonna see Battlefield actually help Uppy not killing at that percent. And again, a stage, just one small hit, but there's the next one. Nebel slowly fighting back this damage and almost getting the kill. Back air is so strong.
Oh my goodness, the pin not connected with the sweet spot right there. Absol still hanging on to dear life with that stock, as is Nebel though. But there is the, I think it was the tackle, I'm pretty sure.
That was knowledge of what this character does. Sam Absol perfectly knew the options and how to counter them with the roll at that one spot, with the get up attack before. So he does not fall for those traps, and Nebel has to recognize that and cannot go for those known cheap, I call them cheap traps now.
Nice little air dodge there from Sam Absol as well to get over that down forward smash. And now the power guys is coming out. The Buster was potentially as well, but no, Nebel is going to connect that up air. He's going to take that stock. Good
jump out of shield to avoid that grab. That's usually what hits if you are fearing the attack after that jab. Oh, this time a spot dodge, but still no punish. One hit after the other, and that's the kill to the top with the crack shoot.
Man, what a crack shoot catch on the attempted landing there from Nebel. Just getting right in there with that burst option in the air. Beautiful stuff. I wouldn't have thought that would kill, but here we are.
Yes, it was so high that it did kill, actually.
Yeah.
Not a move that we usually see killing. Oh, almost a good juggle. It's still going, so yes, a good juggle by Nebel. And he's... Yes, that's, again, these situations where Corrin excels, but Nebel especially, he does not let you land, and he covers these air dodges so well.
But now actually Absol has found the ground once again. I mean, he controls exactly that space. You can see how Nebel is trying to reach the center stage, but Absol is just running around, covering every single jump in attempt here. Okay, a little bit of a down air attempt. There it is! Hey, what a call out on the jump. And you called it at the very start of this third game. And we got, man, the Prophet is back, baby. Say so.
I thought it would come earlier, this down air, but it felt like some Absol was dreaming, oh wait, I got this move now. And then he just used it again and again until Nebel jumped into it to get this final kill of the set.
That's a thing of beauty too, you know. To be able to call out that jump and directly getting that downward spike, not like 90%, but a little bit less and a little bit of an angle on there.
Yes,
just so they can glide past the ledge right there.
Exactly. Feel safe because you're over the stage, but no. To Terry's spike, you're still gonna die. You will not be able to tech on the stage or even bounce off the stage to survive.
It was so beautiful. It makes me emotional, man. This, I think it's the lights. Or maybe the beautiful spike. Who knows? But yeah, man, that was some good stuff.
It's the spike.
It's the spike. It probably is the spike, actually. Now, we've got it. Let's be honest here. All right. Now we are, of course, going into the losers finals.
And I think you might have already looked up the... Oh, Belly, okay.
I was about to. I was about. I've not yet, but we're getting there. Okay.
That's what I'm... Why am I called Zezo?
Good question.
Mister, please.
Please.
Please, they're already calling me Unzelos. Please write the name correctly.
This ain't my name. Let me see. Yusuf. Getting that in there. Okay, they have played exactly once, and apparently...
That was at... Oh, we have to
It's 1-0 towards Yusuf. Yes, so they have played it once. Let's see if I can find out where.
Production.
Bunker Bros. They played a Bunker Bros once.
Bunker Bros.
Yeah. And it was exactly that one set, and Yusuf won it, so it is 1-0 right now between Yusuf and Sanapso.
Now this time there's a little bit more pressure than at Bunker Bros. Again, the weekly, they had the league where Nebel was also playing. And this time there's a pop bonus, so these players will be playing their hearts out to get some of that good money.
Exactly so, man, like... money on the line, you know, that's why players do money matches, and we don't normally need money matches here because we have this bracket right now. Let's see how it works out. So far, a fairly slow start, but some Absol getting some good damage onto this Mario here.
Oh, yes, he does. 100%, but there's a Mario combo. Uses double jump, so he doesn't get the kill. He needed it, but it doesn't end. It doesn't.
It just doesn't end, man.
Forward smash.
Advantage still going. Yusuf trying to contest, but man, that's Crackshoot. Has some good hitboxes on that's for sure. Getting stopped by the fireball off stage, though. Heising Channel coming through. Nice, beautiful start there from Yusuf, connecting on that hit, and there is it. The call out on the hitbox past the ledge. Yusuf caught everything right for like 5 seconds straight, but Sub Absol is right back with that sweet spot on the burn.
Yes,
knuckle.
that covered so much there, and he knows that Yusuf tries to get around him, around some Absol with his movement, not shielding or dodging that much. So covering this jump area is extremely strong to actually catch him. Oh, that would have been the kill already.
Definitely would have been, but not quite actually connecting it in time. Invincibility coming through here for Absol, and now look at the damage connecting here. That was one interaction, and it almost dealt 50% like that. Oh my goodness, but that Rising Tech not particularly safe, but Yusuf not quite getting the timing this time around as well. Go meter on deck for some Absol, but he's getting sprayed off stage. Getting caught by the Schneck too, and Yusuf is there with the back air. What a call out on the Crackshoot there as well.
He's able to go out there so far with Mario's insane ability, and he uses it to get those kills, and almost Samamso also trying to get those hits while Yusuf is off stage to secure the kills when the opponent doesn't have that many options. But so far it's only working after parry, after a really good parry. So we're gonna be back to even.
We are back to even indeed, man, and maybe this is a chance for some Absol to make the set count even here between the two, because he's not looking too bad at all right now in this clash of these two titans in this bracket.
Exactly. Oh,
nice little reflection there.
The first time we're gonna see this move reflected.
Very smooth.
Maybe not the last time. It's not that strong of a projectile, but still, it is damage and disrupts Terry's gameplay. The down air sends out so far. Wow.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Yusuf kind of getting clobbered right now. Look at those percents climbing right here. Actually, some also just thinks one good confirm here. This might be the stock of Yusuf, but Yusuf is getting his own good advantage started right now. Look at that.
Ooh, that still hits at that height. So 130 on Yusuf. Still not going but the raw up B covering the jump from the ledge. Even though Mario's jump is that high, it is enough to secure the first game for Samazzo.
Man, what a hitbox on that. That almost looked like he sucked it back in, man. But that was some good stuff there from some Absol with that, as you said, jump call out off the ledge right there. Good stuff going up 1-0 here in this losers final set. These two players are playing for their rematch against Tarek in grand finals.
They both want it. They both want that grand finals. They're at least second place at the tournament. They've already secured third, but there is, for no player here, that is enough.
Exactly. So, and both players have faced Tarek in the winner's side as well, so there's some personal vendetta going on, and both of these players want a chance on the revenge, trying to go for the spike back. No, just not in time. What a pickup there from Yusuf immediately off that tackle, because they're going high into the air, sets up a little bit of a better combo maybe with the finisher, but no, Yusuf is not going to go for it, instead taking the safe damage right here. And now there's go meter though for some absolute potential for some massive damage off those power geysers. And Buster Wolves, here we go.
The raw power of Terry every time he hits you. And that's, again, Yusuf was not even jumping from ledge, but he's trying to go high, go out over Terry, because being in front of him is so dangerous, but some absolutely knew it, and he covered it. So Yusuf suddenly has to play from behind and somehow get the kill on the rather heavy Terry.
Yeah, I mean, that Terry might be spinning, you know, with that rising tackle, but even if you turn him around, he's still spinning just the other direction. He's still going to take that stock, but Yusuf, he is firing back there as well. Is down around about 64% right about now, but man, that can turn very quickly. Both these guys are very much so capable of bringing the hurt, man.
And Yusuf is really trying to get this situation back. And no grab, because if he does not get the bigger opening, something like this will gonna happen. Because Terry's specials are so strong and so good at covering.
Oh, again?
Coverage of so much space, and every single time you get hit, it's a potential kill. And at 150%, every single one of those hits. You see the fear in Yusuf, because Terry just jabs your shield, and he could cancel it into something like Uppy for the kill or power dunk. So you cannot just drop shield, even though you would love to get a punish.
Always that threat coming through with those cancels. So Yusuf, really, you can't fully jump out of shield, you can't really freely like press a button. You always have to be careful that the shield pressure of some Absol is just that much better. But still, man, Yusuf getting something else going for that double spike, but doesn't quite connect the second one. Still, damage is massive right here, but the power dunk will restore stage. But why do you roll back to the ledge, my man? You had the stage.
That he did, and he got punished for it. But they're both back in neutral while Terry has 140%. Becker will put him on stage.
Actually, it doesn't quite kill. I thought
no,
that
at 140, no, at 114 on the heavy character without range, but up that is enough at 140.
All right, well, comes back in the end here for Yusuf. So once again, these stocks are evened out here. But man, those damages are climbing. A trade coming through here, but every trade is working out of the Absol's favor. And now Yusuf in a very precarious situation indeed, trying to get away. He establishes center stage, but only for a quick second, because it's going to be Absol being back once again. Rising tackle does not quite take it. Again, not enough percent on the Mario this time around, though. Oh my goodness.
So little end lag on those moves. Oh no! He almost put his leg into this up smash, but instead we're going to see Mario combo. Again, it goes on up,
very high up, but no. Okay, Absol, good DI, staying alive. There were some kill spots there, but the eye is good for some Absol. Working on the second game, he had the advantage, but Yusuf's bringing it all the back. Look at those up airs, getting those combos out, and now go meter though for Absol. Save the jump, rising tackle, back to safety on that ledge. Oh no, it's a miss by Yusuf. Why? What are you charging Flood for? What are you charging Flood for? That was a free punish, but instead it's going to be something with the second he's alive, but he calls out the roll in the end. Yusuf gets the game, but what kind of fashion is that? Like what is he?
So much scramble. I mean, the free punish, missing the free punish, charging Flood instead, and some also somehow thought that his go meter let it rip to do the dunk.
There's two options. Either it was like a miss input, you look really dumb, or it was the most disrespectful disrespect that ever disrespected in this game.
In that case, it might have been will as well have been a misinput, because he lost the game for it. That disadvantage situation was the last one he found himself in. And now, instead of a huge advantage for some Absol with a 2-0, we're going to see an even set battling on even grounds, and
This could go all the way, man. Like, these first 2 games have been so incredibly close. I can see this go the distance.
I definitely can. That game 5 is on the horizon.
The TO is crying, but maybe, you know, for our viewers and for us, for our viewing pleasure, this would have been, certainly be something to feast our eyes upon.
Oh, spot dodge cancel 2.0 for Terry, the only character that can spot dodge cancel even quicker than others with a special move. Oh, huge combo!
Here we go, we're going once again, man. Mario combos, he doesn't quite kill, but of course the damage is absolutely massive. But Absol firing right back with a correction there as well. Some good damage, but now off stage. Back here, into back here, third one coming through, but man, this power dunk is the bread and butter of Terry for a good reason. But nice 2-frame with the forward smash in the end will keep yourself safe from the go meter and also take the lead in the stock department.
Yes, that was a perfect advantage leading to the kill, and he's continuing to play around some Absol all of a sudden. Suddenly, none of the Terry hits cover him. He doesn't walk into anything anymore.
Like a little bit of water, says Yusuf. It's a definitely a hot day. You know, you want to cool down a bit with your burning stuff, but man, the burning knuckle coming through in the end anyway. No amount of water is going to cool down his fist.
Oh god, he had that burning knuckle.
Go meter.
Go meter's there in very dangerous. He's got 50%. It's not just not enough to get those go kill. But 74, I think, is.
How do you even interrupt that with another jabs? Just keep mashing that A button, man. It's working out for you so far. That's Terry for sure, man. Power guys are coming through. Actually, Yusuf, he gets the up smash trade and gets the stock in the end. But man, Terry firing right back with that rising tackle on the platform. And man, that Mario is dead as hell.
Oh, yes, he is. And we're going to be even again. It doesn't end.
It just doesn't end, man. But now, here we go. It's going to be one
That's what
player
Mario
starting
just said.
there.
Here we go. And
that's true, man. And here we go with the combos. That's what Mario says. You know, getting some of those up airs involved right there. Getting some good damage on that Terry. 80% now. They're almost basically unanswered, but the crack shoot will do a little bit of work here for some Absol. But he has a little bit more work to do. But look at that shield. Very small indeed. What a spot dodge away from that forward smash. Yusuf keeping out the pressure, though. Nice aerial power wave, though, to get away from that plumber. And there's a rising tackle. I think the next one might do it. And we have the go meter as well for a little bit of a power geyser or a Buster Wolf if some Absol is so inclined. But you need to connect the confirm first. And Yusuf is going to prevent that with every 5 hours.
That's the kill! Gets the down tilt to forward air. Didn't let him touch the ground again. No chance for you to use your go meter.
Woo! Beautiful stuff there with the forward air. Just raw like that, catching some Absol jumping back to stage, man.
That's exhausting to watch this entire set. Oh my god, I'm
imagine how exhausting it has to be to play that, man.
We're
just sitting here.
I have played this game for long enough. It is insane, the adrenaline flowing through your body when you have such an intense set. It's insane.
All right.
And this is what they have to gonna go through for another one, potentially 2 games, and the winner against Tarek again. Next game starts.
Yusuf.
Yes, next game starts with an advantage for Yusuf, a big one with already 65%, and some Absol not really getting a good counter in. And the combos are continuing. Yes, that's just the start that Yusuf needs. He just can't let himself get hit by a bigger opening because that damage will come right back by the powers that Terry is.
Okay, and now he's just jumping into place.
That was a mistake.
That's just linking to each other.
Yes.
I mean, yes, you can like probably air dodge there, but do you really want to air dodge there because you're kind of losing in the process? And now some Absol getting some good damage, and now we have to go meet after as well. Power Geyser and Buster Wolf on the cards here. But man, picking up that back roll off that reflected power wave is some beautiful stuff to behold here from Yusuf. Keeping the advantage of him, calling out the roll again. Some Absol maybe panicking a little bit at this point.
He read that roll so early, he had the time to perfectly react to that. That short sheet. Oh, that power dunk was a good idea, but Yusuf barely air dodging through that. So he has another chance to put some big damage on the second stock of some Absol before he himself has to give up something. And maybe he's really trying to not let this go to game 5 right now.
Here comes once again on that platform, will certainly do some work here. And Yusuf, he's just expanding his lead. He's lapping some Absol, not quite dead yet, but that Terry in mortal danger. And here we go, once again, with that 2-frame, with the F-smash. A little bit of a tone there of respect coming through from Absol as well, but man, that just has to hurt.
It did. And Yusef is not letting go. He has not gotten a single % of damage for such a long time. Finally, some damage for some Upso. Not getting the kill quite there, but getting very close, and 140 is the % where Terry still can get his combos.
So, man,
and his kick
dude, as long as that stock stays alive, Yusef can do some stuff, but there it is indeed. Maybe a little bit of bad DI there, but it doesn't really matter because Yusef still holds a massive amount of lead right here, and he's expanding it by every single second remaining of this last stock from some Upso, who once again gets caught by that forward smash, and Yusef will get his rematch in Grand Finals. Upso, very good position here in third. Nice bracket performance for sure, but Yusef will move on to Grand Finals, and we're going to get our Germany's #1 back in here as well for the grand finale of Hessen Crash 15th anniversary Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I am hyped, and especially after Yusef just figured something out at the end of the set there. Like, he got those kills so early, he got those advantages so consistently. If we can see stuff like that versus Tarek, we're gonna see an even more intense set than last time, where he already put it. Come, be a bit hopeful for Yusef.
No, I am. I'm just saying it might be slightly more difficult against Tarek.
It will. It is definitely. Let's be honest, way more difficult against Tarek.
That's what I'm saying, right?
But the last time he fought Tarek, he was coming straight out of commentary because we were interrupted because of time issues, and he said he wanted to get a few games in before his set.
I like how you're joining for Yusef. That's really nice of you, actually. You know, preloading those Johns from the commentator, that's some beautiful stuff right there. This guy has played bracket before. He knows what's going on.
I do. I do. I'm always there for you. Exactly. It wouldn't have sounded so bad if you had called it out.
But yeah, I mean, there is, I will say, there is some truth to that, of course, you know. You want to keep your hands warm. This is why you see in some online brackets as well, players playing some ranked matches, Street Fighter 6 terminology, some Elite Smash, you know, getting that in there as well to keep your hands warm and all that good stuff. Maybe some friendlies in offline brackets, because it does actually, you know, it does affect you for sure, but is that really the determining factor? That is to be found out in this set.
Which we are starting very, very soon. Of course, the same matchup as before, Mario versus Greninja. We're not going to see any deviation of that because Yusef knows his other characters will not cut it. The way that Tarek knows every single matchup in this game, you have to put in 100% of your power, and he can do that with Mario. And we have seen Yusef playing extremely well against Tarek before. They've played it quite a few times.
It was a game 5, was it not, in winners finals? Yusef actually brought Tarek to game 5, if I remember correctly.
Am I stupid right
now? It's almost been more than 10 minutes ago, so we have to be, it was 3-2 indeed, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Yusef, he definitely can hang with Tarek, but it is still a steep hill to climb.
Yes, the one thing that he cannot allow himself is to get edge guarded that easily, because that's what will net Tarek the early kills, and he cannot die early, because otherwise you don't stand it.
Of course, a quick reminder, it is Yusef coming from the loser side as the as the crowd just explodes on the mainstream for City of the Wolves, man. And that game is hype as well, so you guys don't want to make sure that you're not missing out on that, but make sure to use this Grand Finals first, man, because this is going to be hype as well.
Oh, yes. And this, good catch on that. I don't know if you even didn't even see which move he comboed into that up smash, but it was an important kill because 93% on a stage that is small build field. Yusef has to get a little bit more percent to be able to get a kill with something like up smash, which is way more easy than something like a forward air or an F smash.
Terrace is going down with the down as well, keeping up that pressure off stage. Yusef managing to find a way around it, but
yes, it's not that good of a move, but it threatens some area that
exactly.
He tells Yusef with that you have to be careful. I can do that.
He kind of draws this big red line in front of the ledge, right?
Yes, don't go here in the future, which allows him to go for back airs in the future.
Which maybe we're seeing right now. Look at those back airs coming through and actually not connecting. Yusef finding the way across it, and now the back is going to come through. That frog is going to go flying.
Kill. I didn't expect that to kill, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
At 120?
I mean, he had some rage in. Mario out smash is strong, but it's not the strongest. Does he have his jump left? He absolutely doesn't.
I think he might not. No, he definitely does not, because he's super jump punching straight into the face of that water shuriken.
I mean, he had some hope maybe. Maybe he falls out of multi-hit, gets his height, and recovers improbable.
I mean, it was an idea, but it was a bad idea. So.
It was
calculated.
It was his only chance. I'm going to be optimistic right now.
No, it's true. It was calculated, but man, Yusuf is bad at math. So that definitely did not work out.
Stop ruining my optimism. He can still take this back. It's starting with a combo, a small combo, but still not letting go. Office and small. It's small. It's very small. Mario's a bad character. No, he isn't. It's a huge lean back, covering the catching the forward air.
What is this? What is this Mario down talking coming through right here? There's something going on for sure. But I mean, yeah, Yusuf making this game even once again.
Oh, is that
Tarik just kind of losing control right now.
It's all of a sudden we have the lead on Yusuf. After that kill, he just didn't let go of Tarik. And again, jumping suddenly, a dash grab from Tarik. You don't usually see that. This time it worked though.
Okay, Tarik though kind of finding their footing back onto the stage right here. Mong to keep it a little bit more grounded. Maybe, okay, getting the parry right there. Jumping right afterwards. Now has the pressure off stage. Yusuf has to be careful to get around the ledge, find the ledge. Look at the drag down. Not quite a follow-up coming through from Tarik, but still putting the fear of God in Yusuf's heart. And the Tarik is going to go through. Trying to go for a third in a row, but no. Yusuf finding their way around it just barely. Those frog legs definitely a little bit thinner than expected, but an up 10 to an up. Oh, he falls out of it!
Greninja's trash! And Yusuf gets another chance at what, 30, gets Hydro Pump, but Yusuf is staying patient. Use only his jump. Oh, almost.
Oh my goodness, the parries. Coming through from both sides at this point. Another forward coming through. Yusuf still alive with some good day. 150% on that Mario right now. Connects the fireball into the back air, back throw rather, but it won't quite kill, but it is still a precarious situation for Tarik now trying to escape that ledge. The there's the downer, and that will kill Yusuf. Brings it all the way back for this first game and goes up 1-0 in grand finals.
Bro, my heart, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. And this is the energy that Yusuf has to keep up as well, because he has to win 2 sets, of course, coming down from the loser's side.
You say this is the energy he needs. Why he's waving his can of Red Bull, because he's saying he needs another one. Apparently, that's where he's getting his energy from.
We surely can provide that. There we go. Yes, Brian coming through to provide. Shoutouts to the guy. Getting him another Red Bull can, because this guy needs to get energized and keep that going.
Sometimes you need that caffeine.
Some wings would be nice as well at this point, you know?
They do. They would, yes. Whew.
All right, second game.
We have to remember, Yusuf is coming from losers.
Exactly.
This intense game was just the first one, and he has to win
6. Well, 5 more, 6 in total. Yes.
6 in total to get this tournament win, this entire tournament win.
Tarik only needs 3 in 3, but if he gets reset, he has to win another set. Doesn't matter what he did before. So this is the goal that Yusuf is going for right now.
And the energy of Tarik is also draining. He didn't have to play quite as well, but the rather small bracket we had here means that those players didn't have to play all day, which is for some players very profitable, since playing for hours on end is very difficult and exhausting.
It is. Also, just to note, we have Yummy Tarik now on deck with the now dark red Greninja instead of the nice pink, you know? So, Tarik now in serious mode. Let's see how he does here in this first stock so far. Definitely holding Yusuf at the ledge. Once again, a grab coming through, sending this through Mario stage and getting served up by that water shuriken. Lead established by the red frog.
You really can't get hit by that fully charged shuriken if you're not fully trapped, because that is so slow. You have to react to that to dodge it, and Yusuf gets punished by having to play from behind. And Tarik is not leaving him any bigger openings than just some small up airs on the trails.
Yeah, the air dodge was quite dangerous, I will say, but Tarik, okay, nice. He can't quite make it back with that Hydro Pump, but Yusuf is there with the cape. Good recognition by Yusuf, staying calm and collected, getting the cape in there, but now stuck off stage at the ledge once again. And this is where Tarik shines. Look at those back airs coming through. Yusuf definitely in a tough spot right now, but turns it around, gets a little bit of flood action going on as well. Shouldn't be as effective against a Greninja, but still certainly effective in this game. But there's Tarik.
They beat the get-up attack. Oh, Yusuf being so good.
Oh my goodness!
What a perfect kill! the side was so amazing. He was so patient to get around this back air from Greninja and even got the reverse on that doesn't matter, that kill.
Nah.
He just turned around the entire momentum. And Tarek he locked in right now.
Yeah, he
You can't let
definitely
it
has to
happen
lock
again.
it, and I mean, he's locked in right now for sure because he's setting up those beautiful confirms into that up smash.
Oh,
Doing some
no,
massive
take
pressure.
it,
No, the stage check. And as beautiful as that off-stage play was with the cape, in the end, if you don't tech your stage spikes, you will die. And Tarek is going to equal out the set count.
That was... I'm gonna make excuses again, be prepared.
All right, yeah, Jones?
That was an extremely difficult tech.
Okay. And that would be why? My man.
Taking on the ceiling can be very hard in Smash Ultimate if you have just barely enough knockback to bounce on the ceiling, because you slow down so much because of the balloon knockback that you think, oh, I'm not gonna bounce there, and then you all of a sudden you touch the stage, boom.
You know what?
You fly down
You know what?
strongly.
I will pay it. I will pay it. I will say that's a decent explanation for what's happened there. It was a difficult tech, and still though, Yusef has failed it. No excuses. This is what you have to recognize, especially at this level of play. And man,
Big
recognizing
combo.
that damage, you have to as well. My goodness.
Yes, Yusef does not let this mistake be any mental damage to him, because he starts the next game with a huge combo. And, oh, amazing
spikes.
down air.
Oi.
Good mix-up to get this advantage.
Drop
And
down. Oh man,
Yeah.
those platform plays are looking quite dangerous. Tarek wasn't quite able to convert any of that into major damage, but still, you know, kind of sets up a scary situation for Yusef for sure on that platform. Kind of maybe making him like aware, maybe scared to play around those platforms a little bit more,
Oh,
but
what a
let's
good
see how he
catch.
does, because this is Yusef's stage pick after all.
yes, it is. And as I said before, Greninja gets ruined by those platforms. Up smash oftentimes does not work on PS2.
It is true.
So that makes his down tilt up smash weaker, which we actually haven't seen that much in this grand final set right there. We've seen it quite a few times in the winners finals.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's
But
why, you know?
And back throw will
Oh
kill.
my.
He died out even to make himself explode there.
That killed him like thrice over.
Yes.
Yeah, no question about that. But then Tarek, once again firing back in with him and serves him up with that forward
He
smash.
knew Yusuf would be greedy there to get the big punish. Only small damage. You like to take the damage to get the kill for it.
Especially after those hits with the down, it really feels like Greninja should be a disadvantage. Right? It feels like it should be laggy enough that you can punish, but no. Tarek right there with the trade coming through with that forward smash, but now it gets kind of juggled once again by the Mario.
He's playing around Tarek so well right now. Barely gets hit by that neutral air, but still, percent advantage is what I'm saying now. It's not going to be the same soon.
Again.
Oh, still turn around from that cave.
I like Yusef using this cape off stage a little bit more, because it can definitely turn those situations around quite quickly and actually provides some safety as well. Good stage check though, coming through from Tarek, keeping the stock alive, but now another back throw will once again absolutely eviscerate this frog. So Yusef holding the lead right now. Can he expand it though is the question.
A tip for every player: you cannot neutral get up after your opponent has rolled to the stage. He will back throw you.
Oh, yes,
if
he will.
you do. And that's what we've just seen. It happens to the best, even to Tarek. And he's playing better than on the last start, because now we're seeing Yusef not really getting in anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
Quick now, the
finally
shield.
combo.
Yeah, quick now shit actually to get the advantage going as the Hydro coming through here right back to the platform. And Tarek kind of struggling a little bit here. Once again getting hit out of those advantages. Wants to keep the juggle going, but no, Yusef is going to break through. Holding center, right into the center of that
What a
Pokeball.
coverage.
This way you want to be. And Tarek is holding it, trying to get that back air started, but no, instead the forward tilt will also miss. Yusef still staying safe. Although the pivot grab coming through here from Tarek, sending that Yusef off stage. Mario in a very precarious situation will escape that though, because he finds his way back to center, but no, the forward
What a
air confirmed
parry.
will be there for Tarek, but he is down 85.
That back is so hard to punish, but Greninja's down tilt is so fast that he can still punish those extended legs if he parries the back air. Oh, I thought he had read that roll in.
Uh-oh. Drop downs. Okay, not quite convincing. Oh, confirming rather into anything right now.
Amazing
Yusef.
tomahawk grab.
Another back throw. And now Tarek once again, this one on a 33 range where those back throws will definitely kill. But man, he sends this poor plumber off stage once again.
He's ready for the high to come. He wants to get this early kill.
Definitely he wants to get this as quickly as possible because, man, this stock is fleeting away by the second. Look at those percents climbing, but the range, of course, coming through here for Tarek now as well. Yusuf has to be incredibly careful not to get called out too hard because that stock might be gone within a few seconds. And Tarek, he is calm and collected enough to make this one happen. Look at him moving around Yusuf. He was also not connected. But man, the last hit of the corner will not quite kill. But he gets those hits. Oh, the nair coming through as well, but Tarek's still alive. And 150, but the back air will finally do it. Yusuf up 2-1 in this grand finals. Just one short game away from the reset.
It's so close. It looked like in the entirety of the game, suddenly Tarek looked like he had lost the control he showed before, especially in the winners finals, and letting Yusuf play his game until the end where he slowed down the pace, and both players were playing extremely carefully and really had no idea who would get this advantage. Yusuf could get the kill of it because the damage on Tarek was enough to make the back air a damaging kill move.
Okay, and get into the fourth game with some good music there as well. You know?
Yes.
And of course, we are going to Kalos, which is very interesting for two reasons. You have, of course, the wall cling from Greninja, who can stall off stage quite a bit, making those edge guards even more difficult for Yusuf to handle. And you also make Yusuf's recovery a little bit more unambiguous, because you can't go under the stage, because there is no under the stage. So let's see how Yusuf will handle those offset situations, but it is, of course, on Tarek to create those situations in the first place.
And we've also seen enough clips of Tarek trolling people on Kalos because he uses this wall to turn around situations where you think, oh, he's so far off stage, he has to somehow come back, which will be difficult. No, he uses this wall somehow to turn this into an advantage and reverse the opponent for the kill. Yusuf cannot let that happen to him, and we're gonna see if that hit.
Oh, do you remember those offstage situations I was talking about? Man, these are those, but man, Yusuf actually managing to get around Tarek to get that back to the situation. But Tarek, once again, they're just playing around the ball right now. Ring around the Rosie, but Tarek wins it in the end.
We had multiple situations there, and Yusuf tried to mix it up, but in this case he did not jump, and this time Tarek read the missing jump to get the kill. And the other thing that I just realized, it's Kalos. Tarek will not die from up smash at this percentage right now, and this is a huge advantage. I lied straight to your face.
Man.
It was bad. It was bad guy. It was bad guy.
Get him out of here. Lying to the viewers like that? How dare you? Well,
I said it so loud so Tarek could hear it. He thought it wouldn't kill. That's why he wasn't careful.
Influencing the players as well. Not only lying to viewers, but also kind of anti-coaching Tarek. Is that even allowed?
We still have an even game. Yusuf with the combo getting the percentages to just perfectly even. Man. So we have so much space to play around for Tarek though now, because the huge open space. Greninja is a very defensive character because he has the speed to play.
He could, right?
He can, and it's important for Greninja to do, because if you... Oh my god, that was so close.
Oh, no tech as well, meaning that Tarek gets sent off set, but of course he can stall an indefinite amount of time there with the wall cling. Oh no, confirm into the forward air though. Tarek not connecting the damage. Wouldn't have killed, of course, across the whole stage, but still, damage is damage. Oh my goodness, those after Swift not punished by Tarek either. Both players just fishing for those kills, but as you called out rightly right there, those smash attacks not doing it for either of them so far. That's awkward.
Yes, that's what I mean. You see him drop off the ledge to get the wall cling again to reset it.
Kind of an awkward situation there, you know, we were hyping up all those killing stuff, but then they're just kind of chilling out at the ledge, but still, the hits are coming through here slowly but surely. Both players have about 140%, but man, Tarek is going deep, but those wall jumps will help out, but man, those up air, it will not be enough because he was just too deep, going for the grab. Yusuf clear spot dodging through it, but cannot get a punch. Why he's just standing there, looking at Tarek, not doing anything.
We are in game 4. Yusuf has the option to close out this grand finals for the reset. If he can just close this game without letting into game 5. But backdoor will not kill on this huge blast on stage.
That's true, actually. Still alive, of course, no rage on that Mario as well. Rage in Yusuf maybe, but not in the game. So the back throw will not do enough here, but now there's second one coming through, a little bit of edge required there as well, but no, it's not
really.
quite at the ledge, so it again won't kill. 147, rather 74 here on Tariq, which makes it even worse. Yusuf, man, you have to get some moves, but here it comes. The back air in the end will take the stock. Still the lead, very, very small in the end here for Tariq, but he keeps it going.
Yes, he does, and we think I'm very proud of Yusuf that he's not falling for those tricks
It's
that
true,
Tariq does at the ledge with the wall clings.
Probably seen it 1,000 times, right?
He has, definitely. And he left the stage open versus Tariq, knowing that he could go there. But this is, oh my god, the back air could have been the kill.
Oh my goodness, I was a little bit scared for Tariq right there, but of course the wall is certainly helping out in the recovery department right there. Oh, wait, he turned him around!
Did he know that?
But it was the right, he knew it!
Oh my god!
He preemptively put his move in the wrong direction for Yusuf to turn him around and hit him. Are you joking?
Tell me that was a misinput, man. I am frightened. If I'm sitting in a room with a player who did that intentionally, I am fearing for my life.
There's no conceivable way that was actually what was happening, right? Like, we're not going crazy here, right? This is what we saw, right?
Like, he had to know. That's not a situation where Yusuf often uses side B. That was not a I'm trying to hit you. That was a stalling side B. And
yeah.
Did he
okay.
jump into that just so that would happen?
You know, we will leave it up for the VOD review to be as astounded as we are, because that was absolute insanity, let's be real.
It was.
So now we have ourselves a Game 5 on our hands here in Grand Finals of Hessen Crash. 15th Anniversary Edition Smash Bros. Ultimate. Tariq #1 in Germany, Yusuf #2 in Germany, presumably. And we will see a Game 5 between the two.
Will Yusuf be able to get the reset and a chance at the tournament will, or will Tariq close it out and finalize the placings? We can only wait and see. And the beginning is, again, even. They're not gifting each other any
platforms,
any free openings. But that's the eye in to not get spiked to the blast zone, but on the stage instead to survive it. But still, big damage for Yusuf.
And now the flood is here as well. It could potentially kind of mess up Tariq's recovery just a little bit, but no, Yusuf will not be able to do that, or kind of gets picked up by the Hydro Pump, but still finds their way back to the ledge right there, keeping that stock safe.
And they're both, again, playing very careful, because this is the most important situation.
This is for all the marbles, man.
It is, and if they give the opponent any opening, they might as well lose the stock. And especially Tariq has a little bit more damage. He can die from an up smash right now, even though the stage has rather high blast zones. But just the same, down to up smash is already dangerous, especially with the rage that Tariq has on himself right now.
He's just jumping, man. He's just empty jumping. He's just threatening with everything, with those back airs, man, with those aerials, but actually empty landing into that grab right there. Tariq, my goodness, he has to be scared of basically everything. He cannot sit in shield because he gets grabbed. He cannot lose shield because he gets aerial forward. What do you do in that situation? You just escape and you play your game. You play your speed. You play your Hydro Pump. You play your downturn, but you messed it up. How did you mess it up? But still, he gets him off stage. Water Shuriken coming through. Another Hydro Pump on Yusuf. Not committing to a special yet. And there's an downer. He actually makes it work in the end. Tariq, he had the situation, but he couldn't finish the job.
He couldn't. Yusuf saved his jump, but so he was able to recover after. But there was still an insanely close situation. He almost died there. Now he has a chance to get some more damage into Tariq because before he loses the stock, which he really needs to have a good position.
Oh, the reflector on the Water Shuriken as well. Once again, Hydro Pumps are coming through here. Yusuf has to be incredibly careful where to place the super jump punch, but the forwarder actually doesn't quite take it. Battlefield, man, doing its worst here. Look at that angle on the super jump punch. It doesn't even work. Hydro Pump is the most messy thing in this entire game's coding. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, he tried to get the nair because forward wouldn't have been true probably, and barely misses it.
Oh my goodness, that grab rage!
Up throw still doesn't kill. Pivot grab is so good, but the throw game of Green is not enough.
There's no way, right? Oh my goodness, the combos on the platform. Actually, I almost spelled disaster there for Tariq, but actually Yusuf not quite able to close out this combo. Almost 200% on this Mario. Once again, getting served by the Hydro Pump. This time around, Tariq able to connect it back here in the end, but it has cost him 69%.
Yes, a good spot for Mario to expand his lead. Back throw will put him off stage, and potential edge guard, letting him go back on stage, and we're back in neutral. So Again, playing careful, but with a
Does that look like neutral to you?
He read the approach perfectly, which is amazing. He said that he didn't get more
Oh, that was
of an opening.
That was so risky going for that early super jump punch. What if Tarek would have gone for the hydro pump right there? Actually, kind of. Oh my goodness! Oh, they both players twisted the same buttons at the same time. But my goodness, Yusuf can't quite connect any of those aerials just yet. And Tarek saying super safe. Look how long he stays in shield, but Yusuf is there for the catch on that landing.
Oh my god. Again,
reset point. Reset stock for Yusuf.
This time only 100%, which is less than 200 on the last stock. But still in a position where Tarek might as well get the kill. Again, good hit pump. But oh my god!
He picks it up! He picks it up this time around. The jank. Tarek is ready for it this time around, and we equals out this set, this game, this stock. Both players on their last, but now we're setting up into massive damage with those up smashes.
Amazing advantage. And this is one of the situations where you don't see every ninja getting a kill. The drag
oh my god!
Is that
oh my god! He's coming through with the super stop, but it does! It's the reset for Yusuf! He gets the pickup on the platform, and Tarek, he couldn't call it out.
We have an announcement from the regie. Can we?
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
Man. Okay, so very sad news, unfortunately, for because of time constraints.
The reason why we skipped those loser sets.
The reason why we skipped the loser set, we have to close the venue in 8 minutes, and we are not be able to keep the stream going for the reset right here. So we're gonna have to play it off stream, and that's just sad, man. I think City of the Wolves, man, they have some problems in that regard as well, because, man, they're going on right now as well. So we are going to get that off stream, but guys, I hope you enjoyed the ride nonetheless. We're going to make sure to post the final results on Twitter, and where you can find it, of course, HESSEN Crash will make sure that you know how this has ended, but we can't show it for you, which is a sad affair. But yeah, I mean, this is it for us.
It was an honor commentating.
It is a somber note, but still, I mean, the first grand finals was already pretty hype, so I hope you enjoyed that. Absolute pleasure having you on the mic, man.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to call it off right here. I hope you still enjoyed everything you see.
We're going to be online tomorrow again with all the other games.
It's not going to be Smash, but it's going to be lots of other games to watch. Definitely make sure to tune in to both this stream and the main stream, of course. But we'll be signing off. I hope you have a great rest of your night. See you around.
See you.